Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, we have
Andrew. Hello.
Playing
Shiloh, the gunslinger.
There you go.
And I'm Eduardo, and I'll be playing Jarek, the artificer, question mark?
One day. I'm Megan. I'm playing Captain Madeline Loren, the human swashbuckler.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Christine. I'm playing Ruby, the halfling death cleric.
Awesome, guys. So, small table. We got a couple of quick announcements. Pins are in. Check us out on the Threadless shop.
Mhm.
Yep, that one. That's
Mhm.
awesome. Also, if you're in the Orlando area, right, go to Barnes & Noble tomorrow, 7 p.m. on Sand Lake.
Mhm.
Caitlin Bellamy is going to be having a book signing for Windswept and Inkspice, I believe. We think it's going to be both at the very least, Windswept. So, yeah, 7 until what time? Upside down question mark. There you go. So, yeah, come and check it out. Some of the team members will be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Also, we have reopened commissions for custom dice palettes. So, if you guys want a custom dice commission, let us know. We had gotten a little behind in the production of them, but we are all caught up now. So, when you're ready, you tell us what you're looking for. And we will put it together for you. Yes, a snake. You would like the Jim Cobra. Yeah.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. This is the second week in a row I'm going to have that reference
Yeah.
at some point in this game.
Perfect. Yeah, always a good time for a dodgeball reference.
Always.
Always.
Oh, that's
yeah.
what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Chuck
me
Norris.
neither.
Thank you, Peter.
Yeah, it is. It is up there with that series of weirdly perfect yet oddly terrible comedies
Yeah.
of the 2000s.
Yeah.
Right?
It is very clear that Vince Vaughn lost a bet to do that with them. Oh man.
Wow.
Mhm.
It's not even phoning it in. Like he's on the call,
Yeah,
but he's not wearing pants for it.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like Ben Stiller tricked him into it.
And Ben Stiller's working hard. He's working hard the whole way
Some of his
through.
best work.
Yeah, he's got
Is
it,
it
and his
really?
wife, because his wife is there. He's
Yeah.
trying to impress her the whole time. Yeah, and Justin Long, just
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
baby facing his way through it.
Love
True
Justin
life.
Long.
Do we all remember Justin Long? Whatever happened to Justin Long?
He still does
He
stuff.
did Drew Barrymore for a hot second after
Ah,
he's just not into you.
He
Yeah,
did.
another
Oh.
actress, we haven't heard of in a while. Where's
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore as well?
I think she just produces now. Oh, she's doing
the
the
Santa
Santa Clarita Diet.
Clarita Diet,
Right.
the
Oh,
Netflix
right.
series.
They
I
just
think it got renewed.
canceled it.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
they just renewed like for 3, I thought.
Yes, season 3 is yes, but season 4 is
no
not.
4, only 3.
Hmm.
Hey, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong because that's good news.
Yeah.
I would rather be wrong.
It looked interesting.
Yeah.
So
I
that
watched
is-
season 1. I need to catch up, but
Yeah.
so good.
That is, that's both the blessing and the curse of the Netflix, right?
Mhm.
It's that, I don't have to watch it at once. I can watch it whenever, but then if I never get around to watching it,
You're like
Cancel it.
season
Then they
4.
cancel.
That's true.
Because that's what they're
Yeah.
supposed to do
Yeah.
if you're not watching something.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
It is
I'm-
canceled.
oh,
That's sad.
And then you're
Sorry,
like,
that
shit,
tells us
I'm
canceled.
the problem. I'm not the solution.
We're all the problem.
I just
We're not
finished
watching
watching
it.
and
Sorry.
catching all the way up on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So like
Oh, yeah.
I'm on like season 3.
my
We're working
whole
on
brain
it.
right now is titled to your sex tape, and that's all I
Yeah.
have now.
Yeah.
Just every time someone says something just really perverse, just titled your sex tape.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
No, it's not perverse. That's the best part.
Yeah.
Title
Yeah.
or sex tape.
Yeah.
So yeah, good times. Lots of fun things there. What else we got? Friday,
Mm-hmm.
Megan,
That's right.
back in the seat.
Yeah.
What are we doing Friday?
We're doing Shakespeare.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a fun
Yes.
Shakespeare one-shot. It's based off of Inspectors.
Yes.
How
It's
fun.
the Inspector system.
I'm gonna look
Yes.
at you and pretend I'm cultured enough to know which one that is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have some new friends, some old friends,
Yeah.
a lot of
It's-
Shakespeare friends.
It's a nice little TYC reunion. I'm very excited.
Yeah. So maybe there's a mailing list we can put on blast. Or
Oh, there
something.
is. Yeah.
Oh, good. All right. So that'll be a good time. Saturday night, we are playing Gloomhaven. I think right now it's just me and Eric. So if anybody would like to pop in, learn to play Gloomhaven, I think it'll be a good time.
If I didn't have real people work,
Oh.
Yeah, lame.
The real world
Mm.
sucks.
Jobs and responsibilities.
no, I want to just play
Gross.
games.
For shame. But yeah, should be a good time.
Cool.
And then Monday, 100th episode. 100th episode of Disasters in Danger.
Ridiculous.
So, guys, old friends, new friends, those of you that have been with us, these next 3 episodes are going to be pretty big, pretty exciting, pretty hairy.
Title your sex tape.
Pretty big, pretty exciting, pretty
Pretty
hairy.
hairy.
Yeah.
Pretty hairy.
All right. Yeah, no, you're not.
You said Harry. What was I supposed to do?
I say nothing. But after that, we're going to be breaking Disasters in Danger into sub-series, into story arcs. So that way people can have a place to jump in on. They can get a chunk of episodes, digest that story, and then move on to the next. So I think that's going to be really exciting. So if you're around, if you can see these episodes, it's going to be great. If not, check them out on the YouTube or the VOD, and then get excited for season 2, which is going to be kicking off the week after. All right, I think that's it. Let's get to it.
Woo!
Let's do some dangerous disastering, shall we?
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Our adventure centers on the continent of Rotem. It is a continent that has been dominated by the Albrechtian Empire for some 1,363 years. Our adventuring heroes are a group of expatriates? Is that it?
I like expatriates. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then we can be like,
People that have been kicked out of places.
okay.
I think it makes
Um,
us sound sophisticated.
Yeah, it's like, what's his
Fancy.
face in Casablanca?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, Rick.
Rick.
He's an
Yeah.
expatriate.
Um,
An expat.
an expat. So they are on the lam, sort of, pursuing the goal of restoring the true Emperor Dondorian of the Black Gem, leader of the Rockhawk Legion, bringer of law, queller of chaos, back to the throne, as he has been replaced by a doppelganger of some sort. To do this, they require a flying vessel, a phenomenal vessel, even. And so they have, in recent weeks, been working to gather the Storm Key and some explosive powder for the ships that they have. And now it is time for them to, with the aid of Lon James and Nefury, and the rest of his crew, travel to the Storm Tower and attempt to reclaim, if not that specific flying vessel, another one.
Mhm.
So, what day did you guys leave off on?
Shit.
The last day that I have written down is the
6th of Dusk.
yes.
Ah, yes.
And none of you had
That's right.
intermingling adventures
Teamwork.
in there.
Yeah.
And the other team did not travel with you. Animus is indisposed. So he is on. If you want to know what happened to him, check out Monday's episode. Gunpowder
Oh, okay.
and apples. He's fine.
No, like, but he's busy. It's not
He's
like
busy.
He's in his cabin in his robe, not speaking.
No.
I'm
It can be both.
indisposed.
I've come down with Ligma.
Yeah.
So lig my bulls and get out.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
There,
it's
you're
all
welcome.
right.
I took you
Wait,
there.
so you had to do one and then get out. So I
Mhm.
still get to lick the balls. Got
Yeah.
it. Check.
make sure there's a win-win. I never create a lose-lose. You know?
Sorry, what?
You're good.
Animus is indisposed.
And that's
So Animus is indisposed,
Mhm.
and you do have some of the other NPCs that will be able to assist you. The phenomenal vessel takes 20 people to crew it.
We've got the people.
Well, you do have people that have been gathered from Alon James's original crew.
Mhm.
Counting himself, Nefury, and some of their older crewmates.
Last time I think you told us specific numbers. I do not remember what those numbers were.
You have the 20 of them.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Yeah, we will be fine.
Yeah, you specifically do have the 20 of them. So they will be essential to this because you can't operate the flying vessel and without. It takes about 10 people to operate it, and usually you do in like 2 shifts. That hence a crew of 20.
But it's a very specific,
Set of skills.
right?
Yes.
I will find you.
Yeah,
Fair.
exactly.
I will kill you.
Yeah.
Are they skills that an artificer could learn?
They're skills that anybody could learn with enough time and
That's
preparation.
what I want to know.
Yes.
If
Please go ahead.
If I already have a sound proficiency, would that help?
I would say there's probably a little bit of crossover with that, but I think it's similar to another tool. Probably takes off a week, maybe 2, but because it
You
is
still have to learn the skill itself.
right.
No, yeah, absolutely. I was
It
just
in
gonna
and
see
of
if
there was,
itself
like-
is yeah.
A way to help
Like,
what you
I
does.
took Latin, so is that gonna like knock off any time learning Spanish or
Right.
no?
Yeah. I mean, a little bit. I also right now I'm picturing the scene from Psych where Sean is like, it's just like driving a car. It's nothing like driving a car. You're gonna do fine. You are not gonna do fine, but so. When Gus takes the flying lesson. So
It's just like driving.
yeah, no, it's not at all. But there you go. So that is where you guys are starting out.
If we left on the 6th of dusk, do we start on the 7th? Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Got it.
Yes,
7th
correct.
of dusk.
7th is day 1 of this adventure.
Dusk.
Did somebody write down the name of the town associated with the storm tower? I believe we talked about it last
Not me.
week because it has a high halfling
Halfling.
population.
It's not Fargrand, is it?
Nope.
Okay. I feel like I wrote it down somewhere.
Not me.
Welcome Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like totally fucking cute.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Welcome
the name
back.
is, I don't know,
It is.
probably shithole, but yeah.
Sounds like a
very
neighborhood in The
lovely.
Sims.
Mhm.
Sounds welcoming.
Yeah.
Mhm. The halflings are fine, I'm sure. It's like Munchkin Land. We just have to kill that witch and we'll be fine.
I'm right here.
Is it because I delivered it straight to your face? Is that what?
Yes!
Stop looking in my eyes when you say witch.
But also, I would also like to note that we are today 2 halflings and 2 humans. We are
Oh,
quadruple H.
Oh, God.
We're the H crew.
Oh, H crew I like, though.
4-H Society.
Oh, God. That means we're in control
right,
of
so
things.
good night.
Right.
That was enough for me.
All right, so that means anywhere else, mom and dad and the kids. When we get there, we're your kids, right?
Yes.
Isn't that how it
We'll
works
be our
for
kids.
halflings?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
All right.
Big children. Well, that's a big halfling.
I feel it would work the opposite way in the halfling town. Wouldn't we need to be? You know what? I don't know.
I
I don't know how this works.
Figure it out.
I've never been to this place.
Oh, God. I'm
You know it
scared.
by reputation.
Oh yes, but I've
Yeah.
never been there.
You have not been there.
No.
That is correct.
I want to know how the ebb and flow of this place is. Are halflings in charge completely? Are humans our slaves?
I don't think we're that
If that's the
bad.
case, I have an outfit.
I take out a little flask and I go.
They're slaves.
I had that
Yes.
it was 20% halfling.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's not that big.
I mean, our group right now is 50.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So already.
We're winning.
That's right.
Domination. I mean, no, friends, of course not. So, are we going to this town to
Well,
scout?
so we need to get information on how to get to the tower or how to get into the tower or just get the boat.
You do have a point of contact. You guys will. The storm tower itself is obscured. It's difficult to spy on. Part of the reason it makes for a good dry dock for these secretive elemental vessels is it is essentially encompassed in a tornado or hurricane of
Because they were trying to control the weather
That's
from
why
it.
the tower was originally built.
And then it went kerfuffle, and now they went, ooh, okay.
Right. And it does allow them to break down the barriers between the prime material and other elemental planes so that that makes it easier for them to summon the elementals of the required strength before and bind them into the ships.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know that it is a difficult prospect. Some of you have had to travel literally to Limbo, the plane of elemental chaos, to get elementals that are strong enough
Right.
to power these things. It's not your garden variety fire or air elemental that is
It is not a simple summoning.
right.
It takes a lot of creativity and power.
So we're going to go in and get the contact from the tower.
Right. He can meet you in Welcome Bay,
Mm-hmm.
which is a couple of miles away,
Mm-hmm.
but it is the town. Most of the people that work in the tower probably live in the town and
Mhm.
do their day to day. They probably work, you suspect, shifts, probably a few days on, a few days off, something like that,
Mm-hmm.
in the research and production of these things.
Hmm.
Now, Alon will probably stand out. Some of you that are more notorious may stand out as well.
Fine, but we have hats.
Oh, we do. That's good. Hats are good.
Or hats of disguise.
Those are
Bless you.
very good as well.
We can put him in the magical beekeeper hat.
Okay. That sounds good.
What?
With 3 hats of disguise. It's like alter self or something.
Disguise self.
disguise self. If
Yeah.
you put it on. Yeah.
It's an hour, but
Yeah.
probably longer.
Once you attune to it, it's
Consistent.
it's a persistent effect from the hat.
Yes. Okay.
And he
The
has
spell
that hat for
itself
like
only lasts for like
ever
an
now.
hour.
Nobody knows who I am.
Well, then tell us, question mark.
Hello. Hello.
Knock that hat off your head.
There are secrets under here.
All right.
So yeah, let's meet him. Let's meet him at Welcome Bay. Let's
Okay.
do that. Do we know when we make this contact? How do we do that?
Well, let's do that.
Do we need a cover to go in?
You can devise one if you like.
I can be preaching the good word of we Joss. That's
And
what I'm always doing anyway.
I mean, there you are.
I can drink. I'm pretty good at that.
I can just look for a job.
I don't think we understand what a cover is.
Capable of-
It's not things you actually are doing
Oh, you
currently.
mean together?
Oh,
Together.
Oh, we're going undercover. Got it.
No, not necessarily, but like, would it be weird if just 20 of us showed up and hello,
I would
nice
like.
to see you all.
It's true. I would like you guys to roll me percentiles, please.
No.
48.
81.
What is the 00 mean?
Zero.
If just
Six.
0, and then if there's a single digit on the other one, so it would be 0.
6.
So it's 6.
So just 6.
6.
31.
81, I heard, was the highest. Okay. So there's another town outside of Welcome Bay, about a day's travel away, that is, I wouldn't necessarily say bigger, but that is the next closest Imperial hotel. That's the next closest place that you guys can teleportation circle into.
All right, because we can't just sail in.
Well, you could. You absolutely could, but it would take you weeks to sail because
And we don't have enough.
you guys
people
are
to
like down
recruit.
here. It's the difference from going from like Greece to Norway.
Oh, fuck that. All right, so we're bamfing to this other city, this other town.
Imperial
Are we
Hotel.
taking all the 20 people that we need with us? So
We have to, if we want to. Or this is just a fact-finding mission, and then we come back
Or we leave the 20 people in the Imperial City and we go and do our business there. Then we come back and pick up the 20 people when we're ready to execute. Doesn't matter how many they see us approach into the town after that point. If we're already executing the plan, no time to react. It's like a swift bullet.
Aren't all bullets rather speedy? Is that useful?
The dream.
The other town's
A
name
swift, accurate bullet. How about that?
is Karmberg.
Karnberg? Karnberg's a bitch. All right.
You guys can sail around if you want. It depends on how you want to do this. So,
We don't necessarily know what we're walking into.
No, not really.
We don't know that city at all.
I think doing some recon would not be the worst idea.
I'm all for recon. And booze. But primarily the recon.
Well, I don't think it's good to prioritize. You know,
What comes first?
What
comes
ships do we have
always
left
me.
that are not preoccupied with Animus?
Luxon?
the fight in the Luckstone.
Could we have them continue to sail,
Mhm.
and then we do? That will give us a few weeks of time to be able to
Yes.
look around, at least not make ourselves look like I'm here for one day. Bye. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah. You
I think
absolutely
that's-
could.
So that's would be my suggestion, that we send them on their way
Mm-hmm.
and say, "Hey guys, we'll meet you there. We're gonna go in advance."
That makes
We're,
sense.
we're spreading the good word of the. I'm sorry, Weetbix? What
We
is it?
Joss.
Joss.
Yeah.
And we're your convertants.
Oh, I do like being a convert.
Yay!
Does that mean I get a
I'm
costume
adding
change?
you to my
Oh,
count.
yeah.
No, I don't. I'm
Too
No.
late.
God, join a religion.
All right, listen, it's just a cover. I'm not actually worshipping anyone else. We good?
She does that a lot, but she looks away and
Yeah, she kind of zones out a lot lately.
She talks to
What?
herself. Yes.
Sorry, what?
You kind of zoned out for a minute.
I'm sundown.
Are you okay?
All right. You get to be this old.
So wait, are we getting disguises or am I just going?
We could probably look for some clothes in the
Alon
ship.
needs one if he's going to come with us because he's wanted.
Oh,
That's Alon. We don't. Do I need one?
Make a. I don't know. How notorious of a pirate are you?
I don't know who you are. So
Well, then I think we're fine.
Well, there you
You
go.
have to be this tall to know who Madeline is.
Okay.
and also space out a lot. You know,
Listen,
next time you do it, I'm staring into the same spot. Maybe we'll hear the same thing.
good because I actually have to have a conversation with her
Are you doing it now? Because I'm ready.
really quick.
I just stare
Is
in the
she- is
same
she-
way she is.
Is she around at all? Like, damn it, woman, this is not working. So I have a quick question. Are you in the sword or are you in me? Like, heaven forfend, if something should happen to the sword and it broke, would you be hurt?
Oh no, she's still angry.
She's not angry. She's getting her nails done. All right. She can go have drinks with her girlfriends. It's fine, but I care.
Jeez.
Exactly.
You stop the space out. I'm like, I didn't see anything she was looking at just then. Where do you go? Anyways, I'm gonna go pack my stuff. I just go and start packing up ammo,
Okay.
powder,
Can
everything that I
look
need.
for a spear?
Yes.
And can I look for any kind of cloak? Just to
Sure. You can. A simple spear and cloak
done.
are not difficult to come by.
While they're shopping, I would like to talk to Madeline. Hi, Madeline.
Hey, darling.
So what happened the other day when Lorvas fell out of you?
I love your sex tape.
Eagles, kids, they're important. What?
Yeah, you remember he was inside your blood and then he fell out? Do you remember?
He didn't fall out. I asked him to leave. I can do that, you know.
Why?
It was
Because
time.
wasn't it part of the plan that he was gonna?
Well, you weren't standing where I was standing and seeing what I was seeing, and I thought it would
I was
be.
right behind you though.
But you're very short, and I think it would be. I thought it would have been best. So you're a priest, right?
I'm a cleric.
Not a
I mean, I'm a high priest.
You're
I
not,
guess.
like a fighter. So I think when you've been on the battlefield long enough, like I have, you start to see things in the wind and the rocks, and you just know that someone should be expelled from your body.
Like, what did you see?
I couldn't tell you. It was more like a feeling, you know. It's just a thing, you know. Yeah.
Make a deception check. Make an insight check, Ruby.
It's more like a feeling out of your sex tape. Just keep on walking. Is
Oh, I have really good insight.
that not the dice today?
27.
Natural 20 for a 31.
Wow, that's
Ruby.
the dice
So
today.
close.
Those numbers
Man,
are stupid.
you would think if this was anybody else, you would think they were lying to you. But it's Madeline. And
Yeah.
Friend.
and what she's saying makes a kind of sense for Madeline.
I trust her.
Shit.
And I start
Does
petting her
no
hair,
one
and I'm
know
just like,
she
I
has a
just want to
talking
make
sword?
sure you're okay, but
As
I guess
far
you are.
no. Yeah.
As far as it goes right now, nobody has any clue you have an enchanted weapon that's talking to you.
Loravas does, and Yvonne does.
Loravas and Yvonne have evidence that they have heard.
Something is talking to her.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
They don't have exactly what it is. That's
They
doing
don't
it.
know that it's specifically a sword or
I'm
what.
just making sure I'm playing this
Yes.
right. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not an
I don't
unknown.
even know it's a sword.
Right. That's why you're asking. I don't know.
All right, cool. I'm back in.
You're good.
There's just tiny
She's not
little
with her
thing that's
girlfriend.
constantly just around you.
Yeah, I want to know where my girlfriend is at all fucking times.
That's not creepy.
Listen!
If anybody walks by me in the armory, I'm like picking up a little bit of that new blasting powder they got in the last episode. I'm going,
It's like a Folgers
Hasn't
commercial.
arrived yet.
oh, it hasn't gotten there yet. Okay,
No,
they're doing it
they're
simultaneously.
doing this at the same time. you are.
Simultaneous. Okay, so yeah, I'm sitting there. I'm just pouring my own gunpowder in, and I'm
Yeah.
making sure I got my
Getting a
bullets
horn.
loaded up. I'm good to go.
Okay.
I've started drinking.
Okay.
Like, do you walk by just like in a moment? Because if you walk by, I'm like, go. Do the same thing, cleaning the gun, staring at someone walking by. All right, I'm good to go.
Do we have... I realize that you are a walking health potion, but do we have those?
Is there someone to purchase from?
I'm,
Not
No.
on the ship?
so I'm just asking, like, do we have any? Do we
I
need
can
to-
make some, but it takes weeks.
All right.
Or days, I should say. But
Yeah.
we don't have that time.
Days for regular ones. If you have the materials, weeks for
Graders.
graders.
So be careful when kicking down doors. No.
Vessel.
You guys sail the day to Arardico.
That's
Um,
plenty of time.
It is going to cost a blood-etched coin for... yeah, you should document that.
Just for each of us, or just
Oh,
the one?
fresh out.
It is going... You will each need to hold one, but it is going to expend. You will have to pay a singular blood-etched coin for not just the use of the teleportation circle, but for the room and board at the Imperial in Karnberg.
That's all of it.
Mhm.
What exactly is that?
Those are the ones. Did you do an assassins thing with us?
I did not.
We're getting funds, and we're staying with the Assassins Guild, essentially the Brotherhood of Zathrios.
Okay.
And when they have contracts, and they give you these like unetched coins,
Okay.
and when you fulfill the contract, you put the coin on their eye, and it does magic woo-woo, and then the coins get etched with blood.
So, like, out of context, it'd be like a John Wick type thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Sick.
and that's how we turn.
I've seen a lot of shit.
That's how we pay for
Perfect.
shit.
But
Yes.
perfect. Cool. Awesome. I get it.
That is exactly the reference.
Wait, we don't have any unetched ones.
No, you pay and etched.
I know. I just wanted to say that
Yeah.
How many of those do we have?
we have 16 left.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Lots and lots
We're
of places we can
currently
just adventure
holding
in
one
with that.
each. We just are going to spend one. Should we keep an extra one?
So you do run into a slight problem.
Oh, okay.
If you you have a total of 16 remaining, wonderful. Anybody that travels via the transportation circles through these Imperials has to hold one.
Mm-hmm.
That gives them rights as per an assassin. So that means you can only take 12 other people through this circle with you.
Shit.
Mhm.
But if you're sailing the ship around,
Right.
They're
They are
going
going around.
Right.
We were going to. Are we going to bring
Perfect.
Alon with
We're
us?
going to go first, and then they're going to meet us there on the ship.
yes,
Can
Sounds
we
a lot better to do it
ask
that way.
Alon if he needs a second? Because I know Nefarious is essentially in charge when he's not there.
correct.
Does he want to bring her or does he need to bring somebody else?
He can leave Nefuri. He will go himself.
Perfect. I just
So-
wanted to make sure he was comfortable since he's the one in
Yes.
disguise. And
Yeah.
That's 5 coins that are being used as
Correct.
as tolls.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Being held, one you have to pay.
Yeah. The paid is gone. I'm just marking the
5 that
Yep.
we're holding.
Yep.
yes, just in case.
Yeah.
We die on this
Tis
very
fair.
simple reconnaissance. Because I've met
Nothing
this.
is ever simple. It's D&D.
That's right, kids.
Exactly.
Just to make note of it, I have an ability that I can switch. I just needed to make sure I had enough time to do it since we're taking a full day. Anyways,
Yeah.
I have time, so I've switched it out.
Wonderful.
Just letting you know.
Sounds good. So from Arardico, the city of temples, you guys enter the Imperial. You make use of the teleportation circles. It takes you up to the northern area, the city of Karmberg. From there, would you like to travel by foot or purchase mounts and horses?
Mounts have to be earned.
Time
It's,
intersection.
it's a week.
It's a day.
It's a we can walk.
Okay. Great.
And that'll look
The lady
better.
with the long legs is making decisions for all of us.
No,
with
that'll,
short
look,
legs.
that'll look better as pilgrims or something.
Oh, religious pilgrims.
That
You're
makes
right.
sense. Yeah.
You know,
I see you.
right?
Can I just be a hired hand? Do I have to? I mean, if you're religious pilgrims, it only
Have
makes
you
sense.
heard about Weejas? Because maybe if you did, then
Honestly,
you would want to
she's
follow
right
her
up your
anyway.
alley.
I don't know who Weejas is. No, you've never given me the spiel.
Oh, well, she's my goddess, and she's a goddess of death on a different plane.
Perfect.
She used to be the goddess of death here, but not anymore.
Excellent.
And she's amazing and beautiful. And when I was little, I died, and I saw her in the Onyx Sea of Death.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you. It was a long time ago, but I have died again since then. But
Perfect.
but she welcomed me, and she told me that I was going to be a great reaper one day.
Okay.
And then I spent the rest of my life following her, and I made a temple to her in Sanctum.
Perfect.
And she's the most beautiful, wonderful goddess in the whole universe.
I have sent quite a lot of people to her. I'm sure in my lifetime. I'm sure she's
Maybe.
quite pleased with me. Well, excellent.
How many? I can.
Nope, she's writing them down actually. So
I sound like in the top of my head. So like while we're starting to walk, I'm just going, it was that guy.
Nope,
He deserved
pulled
it.
through.
He deserved it. Questionable.
I'm sure they all deserved it.
So you guys begin your trek on foot. It is not a hard journey. There are roads, plenty of travel between Welcome Bay and Karmberg. Welcome Bay does see a bit of shipping that comes through here, and a lot of the goods that come out of Welcome Bay sort of get distributed out from Karmberg. And it is in the fall, so there is a lot of, you guys are early fall, so there's a lot of harvesting going on. There's a lot of food distribution. There's also a lot of textiles and clothing being moved throughout the empire at this point in time as people prepare for winter that is coming. It is markedly colder up here, but not winter weather by any means. But anything that, yeah, wearing like loose clothes or sea-bound, things that flow and stuff up here in the colder air is a like, oh, that cloak was a good call. So the day travel is not bad. You perhaps can catch a ride on a cart for an hour or two, save your feet, and the rest of the way.
Proselytizing. Constantly
course.
speaking
Yeah.
of Weejaw's name.
Absolutely. You guys make your way into the town of Welcome Bay. The docks of the town are quite busy. You can see there's probably a dozen or so of them. There's a couple of ships that are anchored in the harbor, waiting to either load up or be unloaded. The town is busy right now. A lot of the buildings that are owned here are owned by halflings, the ones that are running sort of inns and warehouses. There's also a number of the far larger races that have moved maybe into town or through town, just doing sort of migrant heavy work, orcs, half-orcs. You even see a couple of bugbears that are doing a lot of big tote and fetch, a warforged or two. The Empire is not a place, as long as individuals are civilized, they're welcome. So the race of them doesn't cause a stir for these people. Everyone that you see is friendly, is welcoming. You can tell that this town, with the amount of travelers that come through here this time of year, they have sort of weekend festivals. Every weekend, some sort of harvest game or some form of entertainment for the people that are in town and have been working, as well as for the locals. And it is it's a lively place.
Do I recognize any of the flags that are flying from the ships out in the docks?
Make a history check.
Actually, can I say?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's my best friend.
Just a 12.
No, got a best friend. She's at my side. It's fine.
Oh, sorry.
Her only friend.
15.
You guys recognize one flag. It's a relatively popular sort of shipping magnate. Tolls and Bells is the name of the company. It runs probably 2-3 dozen merchant ships.
Oh.
So they often just hire out their vessels to haul whatever is there. There's about 3 of those there. The rest of the flags that are around are independent contractors, things that you may have seen before, nothing that stands out as being menacing or terribly important. Just looks like a lot of people that are paid to move stuff. You suspect if any sort of piracy in these northern waters probably happens further out to sea. This is a pretty imperial.
Protected.
Yeah, it's well protected. It does look to be that there are 2 frigates, 2 imperial vessels, war vessels. One has a dock. The other one is out, far on the far side of the bay, and so it probably does patrols in and out of there. And
Okay.
Do we see the boat that we're looking for?
no, so the Storm Tower is about 3 days northwest of here,
And that's where the boat is.
along the coast.
Okay.
That's what you're looking for.
Oh, you never know. They could be out for a stroll and we just struck gold, Just in case.
It flies.
2 days.
2 days.
Yes.
Okay.
Just to be clear, we're currently on the 9th of dusk.
Yes.
What store or establishment is nearby us at the moment?
There's some general stores. There are some inns and taverns. There is a armorer. There's a blacksmith.
Do I see in the general store who's working the counter?
Yeah, there is a cute halfling girl that seems to be working the counter there. She's got her and maybe an older sister or aunt, some sort of slightly more matronly female, are working there.
Cool. I'm gonna go inside the general store.
Okay.
Good evening. I was curious about your wares. What is your name?
Oh, hello. I'm Satir. How are you?
I'm fantastic. What a lovely day outside, don't you agree?
It has been just so wonderful lately. It's nice to get a break from the heat of the summer.
Fantastic. Yes, so I'm actually on the look for health potions. Perhaps you know where I could acquire some. You have them yourself.
Oh, we might have one or two in the back, but yeah, there is a alchemist just up the road who does take commissions. If you want, I can point you over there.
Well, how about both? You struck me with your smile beforehand, so I would much like to buy from you first.
Oh, yeah.
Such a
Mate.
tall, half-eaten man coming up to New York doing some shopping.
Tall walk-in. Fly the hat.
This girl's like, oh, okay. I'm going to sell you some wares. Hold on.
You just the right height to ride this ride, boy. Tell him a sex tape. All right.
Yeah, she blushes. She goes to the back. They have a potion of healing. They also have a potion of heroism. So
Interesting.
I like yell after him. I'm like, you, hey, friend. What is that potion?
Do I know?
Yeah,
I
you
probably know.
absolutely know. What is heroism?
Recognize the redwood. The orange one, not too sure about.
Don't know what is. Oh God! I must be a monster in here. Hello, yes. Boom.
Excuse me, let me ask my friend.
I'm like in the background going. With a harmonica.
Does it make you Jeff Goldblum?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, good call.
They never
Lay
stopped
in
to
the back,
ask.
lay in the back of the Jeep, half shirt open. I'd like to buy something.
Dropping water for no fucking reason.
All the while, they were wondering if they could when we should have asked. We should.
Potion of
Look at
heroism gives you 10 temporary hit points. Lasts for an hour. For the same duration, you are under the effects of the bless spell. No concentration required. Blue potion bubbles and steams as if boiling.
Oh my bad, it wasn't orange, it was blue. My fault.
First off,
How much for both potions, dear?
The healing. Make a persuasion check for me.
I have bless in here somewhere. I can never remember what that spell does.
Not very good.
If he's Jeff Goldblum, your lord. Or...
It's that's just gonna be a 10.
A 10.
Yeah.
70 for the 70 for the healing potion.
You have 333 gold.
Oh, from the last game, yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll spell it.
Oh, is that what we got?
Mm-hmm. Three, and 3 silver.
And out of game, Cody, I don't
If that
remember,
helps.
was it 500 or was it 1,000 that I
Math
started the
better.
game with?
750.
750, okay.
I forgot to write that down for you guys. I apologize.
Welcome.
Gold and silver.
Okay. So 75 for the health potion, and then you're looking at the price. of it.
70. She's giving you a slight discount.
Okay.
Sometimes.
We were like the audience.
better do
it.
It's only when they're below my belt, though. I mean, if they're.
Yeah, you guys are the audience of a UPN show. That's my favorite.
Loud laughter, clapping. That's right.
5,000
No,
for the
girl.
heroism.
5,000 gold. I'm going to pass on the heroism,
Mm-hmm.
but I will take this health potion from you.
And
And
when
also, perhaps, I don't know, maybe you'll be at a local tavern. Tell me, what tavern do you frequent?
She enjoys Flava's flavorful fixtures.
Flava's
hell.
flavorful pictures. You got me on the tongue twister.
Mm-hmm.
I think I spelled flavorful wrong. FFF?
Yep.
The FFF?
Yep.
So 70 gold for the potion. It's just a regular healing potion.
Just a regular healer.
Yeah. All right, and if I could take those directions, and I'll see you perhaps tonight at the inn.
Of course. Yeah, she points you down the road. It's closer to the outskirts of not the dock side of town, but the land trade road piece of town.
All about some trade.
Yeah, it's just called Hemi's Potions.
Cool.
And yeah, she gives you directions over there.
I wink her on my way out, and I make my way out, and then I look at her aunt, grandmother, not really sure what she is.
Yeah, like aunt.
Yeah. I'm like, ma'am.
Oh, you can hear her aunt running to gossip and
Shut that down.
but to shut
Yeah, she's on to
no,
Absolutely not.
no, we will not be doing that.
I come out and I hand you the health potion. That was for taking, 50 million hits last week.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And I'm going to talk at you for 10 minutes because I forgot to do this earlier. So everyone gets 13. We're not going to
Thank
need it.
you.
13 temporary hit points.
Oh, perfect.
I don't know. I'm about to walk
It's
into a
not
church.
13
I'm looking for any type of
Perfect.
religious area.
Yeah, I
I'm
felt that. I was
down
like,
with this.
sorry.
Let's
Okay.
figure this out.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
tried getting his attention, but I'm a ranged character.
I don't want you to.
There are a couple of temples here. One is to Satsa, the
sea
goddess of the sea.
goddess.
That's
Mhm.
correct.
No her.
Girl.
One is to Miravina, who is the goddess of civilization. And the other one is to Metrokara, who is the goddess of life, fertility, but also like harvest and food and growing.
So we
She's-
probably won't go to Metrokara's temple since
Why
this-
not? Fertility sounds great.
Well, the goddess of death is probably opposing that.
Oh, you would definitely not
Sure.
be welcome there.
I think it's more like, flower fertility.
Okay, flower
Oh.
fertility. That's fair.
Like plant flower fertility.
Like taking flower fertility or.
Oh,
That was the 10-minute talk. No, I
I didn't understand any of it.
Metrokara.
Birds, bees, everything in between, nothing at all.
Well, and I feel like that's a good enough like 3 different options of like, hello, have you heard about like
oh, you want to go to the temples and try to convert the temples?
not convert, just out of
Last
curiosity,
time I
know
walked
what is
into a
happening.
temple, I kind of got in trouble.
You'd like to speak to the temple folk about
that's
another
weird.
god.
What happened?
Yes.
I've been shot at
I
for
went to a
that.
temple.
That wasn't even
and we were
involved.
talking to them about the Joss, and they didn't like it. So.
Oh, but it wasn't like we just got pissed or something.
Oh no,
no.
she didn't get mad.
God, that must be nice.
Yeah.
You can talk to other people.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Damn it.
Are you sure?
I
you're okay?
just more or less
Listen, when
wanna
it
know
comes to religion,
who's
perhaps we
where.
should ask Mrs.
Who not to piss off is actually what I'm looking for.
Oh,
Those are the religious orders.
so we're not going to talk to. We know the emblems though now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
okay. So
you
we
guys
would look
would-
for the emblems on the people that we talk to and make sure.
These are these are prime imperial deities.
Mhm.
These are
The cause.
yeah, these are the core of the society. These are Satsa is a prime deity, and then Metrokara and Miravina are lesser deities. So
But still allowed within.
oh yeah, but they are part of the pantheon.
Mhm.
Yes.
Do they? Sorry, you. Me.
The guy that we were supposed to meet.
Mhm.
Are we meeting him in Welcome Bay?
You're
Oh.
meeting him in Welcome Bay.
Where in Welcome
Yes.
Bay?
You are going to meet him.
Is it in
In-
Flavor Flavs?
Oh my god, please.
No.
we might not be meeting him there, but I'm meeting someone there later.
Hey.
You're
on to the room.
in Reddy's Red Rim Riot
God damn
Road
God damn it.
wrestling and
No, stop this.
rip roaring show.
Ready?
Ready?
A lot of alliteration.
It's Bernadette
Yeah.
Peters in Into the Woods when she's doing the
Jesus
plant
Christ.
rap and then she
Yeah.
starts stroking. It's that.
Yeah.
What
I'm
was
pretty
the
sure
name of
that
the
we're
game?
set-
Reddy's Red Rimmed
God damn it.
Riot Roadshow.
Wrestling.
Roadshow.
Wrestling Roadshow. And
There was Rip Roaring or Rip something first.
yeah, Rip Roaring Wrestling Roadshow.
That was 8, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it 8 arse.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It's
Yeah.
very
Halfling.
situational if I like halfling people or not. And this is why.
Because 3 F's is fine.
She's
8 hours,
delightful.
that's too fucking
You
many.
haven't named anything that rhymed within 2 seconds. It's been fantastic. They have this ancient tale. Have you ever heard the tale of the Green Man on the Mountain? I'll tell it to you one day, but the people he terrorizes speak the same way.
Over and over.
There it is. She figured. She remembered. There it is.
Yep, that'll be tomorrow's 10-minute story.
God.
But for
So-
copyright purposes, it won't be. Okay.
Dr. Seuss says, let it free.
So now we know the religious area.
Yes.
We know A bar. We know where we're gonna meet this dude.
Yes, you do.
Did he give us the time of day?
Alon expects him to be there in the evening, probably when it is busiest. Just in an odd way, having a large crowd around is safer for
Yeah.
meeting
Yeah.
with people.
Absolutely.
At least it would seem less suspicious.
What exactly is this place?
So it is.
A circus.
It's
is
a
what it sounds
wrestling
like.
roadshow.
It
Literally in the name.
is, I'm gonna use a local reference.
Oh God.
Yeah, so it's any of the big cowboy bars in Orlando.
I was gonna say, is it cowboy?
Yeah,
Is
in some way.
Is
Yeah.
it like in
There's one in Sanford I can't remember that is.
one of the
Slightly.
X
Is
Men
it sandals?
movies when
No.
Angel? Oh, so like Apocalypse, I think, when like Angel and and Nightcrawler in the cage in Germany.
Oh,
Yeah.
not quite that. No, a little.
That's fun.
Think a little more like they probably
Ah,
literally have like a rodeo and wrestling matches at
They have an
I
arena in
wish
the
we had
center
our
of this
rodeo
thing.
clown.
I could almost
Yeah.
put money on it.
Oh my god,
Yeah, so there
this
is
amazing.
yeah.
So he
there-
wants us to show up there at nighttime and not during like any time that would be slow. I feel like a tavern is slow during the day and it's busy at night.
that yeah. So it is during prime hours.
Okay, so yeah, we would
He's
need to
looking
show up
for a
later at
cover.
night. So perhaps we search the city a little bit more. We maybe get the lay
So
of the
you
land
guys
that
have
way.
traveled in. It is actually early evening
Okay.
when you guys have arrived
Like,
because
Okay.
took a
you
day to
traveled
get
8 hours to get here.
Okay.
So you guys probably started that journey at 9 a.m. You show up here about 5 or 6. You've been around town a little bit,
Mhm.
probably an hour. So you've only got like maybe an hour or 2 to kill before you think you should be at Red's.
there. All right, we've got potions to get to tomorrow. Like we have the alchemist.
Yes.
We can check him out tomorrow.
I would also like to check out the smith if possible. Just because, tinkerers are like-minded, perhaps they have something of use or at least
Maybe.
information
At the minimum.
at the
Right.
minimum. Yes.
I mean, I'm fine personally. My sword is wonderful and irreplaceable.
Hmm? Why is it a little dirty on the
What
end?
are you
of it?
looking at?
What?
Have you noticed that? There's that little smudge on the side of it.
No.
There's a smudge. Is there? What?
I just start walking towards the flavorful fixtures.
Watch him. I probably just got you killed. I'm really sorry about that.
Or she actually really enjoyed that because she's angry at you.
She's not angry at me. I didn't do anything wrong. Not that matters.
Oh God.
I'm gonna go to this flavorful fixtures. Do I see that girl inside of here?
Roll me a percentile. Let's see if she was
Let's
able
see
to
if her
sneak
aunt
out.
got to her before
Yeah.
me. Yeah,
All right,
if
the aunt's
I like
there-
this.
I'll run interference.
It is a 100.
Yeah,
Oh.
she escaped.
Oh,
Yes.
damn!
Yeah.
Looking for some old lady.
I look at her and go, darling, I see that your aunt did not prevent you from leaving.
Oh no, she's not that bad.
Oh, perfect. So we're actually going to go to this very interesting place. Freddy's Red Rimmed Riot Wrangling Red Wrestling Roadshow. I'm not quite sure what the name is,
The
but
Rip Roaring Roadshow.
Red Roaring Roadshow. Yes.
Absolutely.
You'd love to come? All right,
Yeah.
perfect. So I like catch back up because she's on my arm.
Oh,
Hello, friends.
hello.
Hello.
What's your name, dear?
I forgot.
Sit. Hold on, I wrote it down.
You don't need one. It's fine. Mine's
Satur.
Madison
Satur.
and Madeline. You'll be
Satur.
screaming it later.
Have
Please
you
fight over this woman.
have you a man, Sitter,
Or woman.
or a woman,
Or a
Yes.
god. Or goddess.
God.
or anyone for that matter? Is there someone special in your life aside from your parents, of course, because they're always going to be number one.
No,
The fuck?
You must have respect of family.
no, I'm unattached, as it were.
Oh, perfect, excellent. Well, this is going to be a very exciting evening for you.
Oh my God.
You guys are getting the
She was on board until this moment. Now she's like, my aunt might have been right. I may have made a terrible choice.
I have only the most.
I'm gonna get
Honest
murdered
intentions,
tonight.
I'm gonna try to mouth to her.
She's definitely
I'm
making that face.
telepathically just gonna be like, run.
I would like you both to make persuasion.
This
Yes.
poor little girl. Just want to get her stuff
Oh, it's
touched.
terrible.
Ooh.
7.
11.
Okay. She just assumes the run is a part of her own internal
Oh, okay.
monologue. But
She sticks with it.
it. On her. I like it.
yeah.
I
All
did
right.
not get involved in that.
No, you
I was
did
like-
not.
This is a lot. I am concerned with religion.
So yeah. Anything else that you guys would like to do before attempting to meet Alon's contact?
I would like to meet the alchemist. I believe
Okay.
the
We'll
name
do it
is-
today.
Himmy?
Yeah, at least meet them. So at least we like, hey, we might purchase some stuff for you later. Can
Okay.
you do that?
So we'll-
that kind of thing.
We'll actually have her just lead us there. That'd be the
Oh,
fastest
nice.
route too.
Okay. Yeah. She absolutely does.
Yeah,
Um,
Hemi.
When you guys are arriving, Hemi is he's an older gnome. He's a little wide-eyed, but he's packing up shop. You catch him kind of as he's like sweeping up the front porch and stuff like that. Oh, hello. What can I do for you?
Oh, we hear you're the town alchemist.
Yes. As a matter of fact, I am.
And I'm assuming he's seen Satur before.
Yes. Yeah.
And I would make the association that she's led us to you.
Well, thank you. Such as a wonderful member of the community. What are you all looking for? What can I do for you?
I'm gonna take out a list of alchemists and herbalists, like things that I need
Sure.
to replenish, like on
Okay.
a regular basis, so it doesn't look as crazy.
Sure.
Because if not, I'd be like, "Can you have all the things that I need?" So
Mhm.
I'm more responsible about it. Like, show him the list.
Oh.
How does he feel about what I have?
Yeah. Is this part of your alchemist kit for your?
I consistently have those things. I can
Right.
make them. It's more about whether or not he has these materials so we can make more things.
Because
Because if we're going to be here for a week or two waiting for the ship,
Yeah. I mean, you're going to be here for. It's probably close to a month.
well, there you go.
It's
is a week
somewhere
or two.
between 3 weeks and 3 weeks and a month. That's just me taking a guess
Mhm.
at it. I can calculate the actual time.
Well, my intention, and just to explain
later,
it now,
please. Yeah.
If the religion thing doesn't work out, I would at least like to have a job where I can help him.
Absolutely.
So I want to know if he knows that I'm knowledgeable enough to work
He
for him.
he does
Just based off
recognize
the
it.
list.
Yeah, he absolutely recognizes it as a skillfully prepared
That's
list.
what I'm going for.
He probably has all, if not most, of the common items. If you are looking for things to, say, make like greater healing potions or superior or supreme, he probably doesn't have those necessary additional reagents,
Okay.
right? So he's, it's a large town, maybe
Mhm.
small to large town. And so he's got enough to make basic sort of stuff.
Somebody gets scratched. somebody
Yeah,
gets-
and
Got it.
anything that is more interesting that he makes, it's probably traded for reagents. he doesn't really. He probably has like a small garden or something that
Okay,
he
that's
keeps
helpful too.
for basic reagents. But anything else, people that come through and have, you know, like Winter's Blossom or Desert Bloom or any of those sorts of things that he may pay or trade. But you get the feeling he doesn't go out looking for specialty reagents.
Okay. Do I see any religious artifact on him at all? Like
He doesn't seem to be a terribly religious person.
also helpful. I'd probably whisper to him a little bit to sit
Mhm.
down and say, you know, is this something that you have? All that kind of like, I'm
Yeah.
trying to speed up the conversation.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
A
No, I
smaller
understand.
conversation. And then at one point, I would try to mention that we're a traveling group of, you know, religious, blah, blah, blah. And then see how he hears about Ouijas.
Sure, make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Can I assist talking about Ouija?
Sure.
Okay.
Jeez, please. Oh no, it only got worse.
Oh,
No, it's okay. I think it's an 11.
An 11.
Hmm. At the minimum, I'm not trying to scare him.
Sure. Right. Oh, that's odd, but all right. I mean, sure. You get the feeling that he.
I just don't want him to be like, get out of my house.
No,
Like-
you don't think he's gonna like brand you as a heretic or
Good.
anything like
That's-
that.
Yes.
It does strike him as odd. It also strikes him as odd that you would be so forthcoming with it. That plenty of you get the
Jerk is
feeling
too honest.
plenty of people will worship other gods,
Mhm.
but or they may, but doing it out in the open is
Well, no, most people don't go town to town going,
Yeah.
have you heard about Ouija?
no, yeah.
Most people don't. That's not a regular.
because that is.
Illegal?
I would not say illegal, but it is antithetical to the entire foundation of their society.
Damn.
mhm.
Okay.
Huh.
The
Cool.
yeah, it is.
I'm
It-
just curious about this because, like,
Sure. Yeah, no.
if it's going to be
Yeah.
a big deal, that's our
It-
cover right now. Like,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't want to
it's-
fuck up our day.
I would say it's sort of like, I don't know, going around and being like, democracy is bad in
In
America.
America.
And it's like,
Hold on.
I guess you can say that. You have the freedom to.
But you also have the right to remain silent.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say that they're violent about it, like, but it is their society is exists. There's no I won't say no racism, but the racism that is here has been stifled tremendously because at one point every city like city state, every race had their own pantheon,
Yeah.
and they would war with each other constantly.
Right.
And it was violence and bloodshed and death and chaos. And then somebody stood up and was like, we're going to cut this out. No, our gods told us to. Your gods are wrong. And we're going to all be on the same God page.
Yeah. Okay.
And so suddenly people are like, well, we've got a new God. It's like, I don't know. Do we? do we need one?
Got it. So he's more of like just like, oh, I've never heard somebody do this like this. Okay.
Yeah. And
It's probably not a good thing either. It's
you
like,
you get the feeling he is giving you the benefit of the doubt of being a foreigner.
noticing this kind of expression on its face of like, oh, so Remy,
I will also let you know, Satur seems like she was like, oh, this was like I wasn't 100% on what was going on here anyway. This has gone further for her. She's like, I didn't know.
I can't wait for her to be seduced by
I don't
hippie
vouch for
religion.
them.
Her to live
what
in
time
the
do you
forest
open
with
tomorrow?
us.
I noticed it's getting late. I don't want to keep. We don't want to keep.
Yes, no, it is. I get a good start about 8 a.m. I start opening the doors, but I don't get a lot of business early on. So if you see me and I'm asleep, just ring the bell, and
Oh, okay.
and I am.
You know,
I
Remy,
am
I'm the
up.
same way around 8 o'clock in the morning as well.
Yes,
Usually
right.
takes someone to wake me up.
Thank you.
Perhaps
Say that
tomorrow
just occurred?
we'll stop by, see your potions that you have for
Please,
purchase, and
please.
also
If you
maybe
have-
discuss if you have anything you need of personal.
Oh, sure.
We are quite the provisioners of especially alchemy supplies with my friend here. He's quite talented.
But
as well.
yes, that's quite the list. You seem quite skillful.
But for the evening, we're going to leave you to it. We
Right.
shall see you tomorrow.
You take care.
Poor Hemi.
That actually went better than it usually does when I tell people about
Thank
her.
you.
So it was
I'm gonna let
pretty
them
good.
go
work
ahead
together.
a little bit, and I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be like this. I'm like, I'm not. I'm just protecting them. I'm
Make
not.
a persuasion check.
I'm not religious. that's a 16.
Okay. She seems slightly comforted.
Okay.
Like, oh, okay. That's good.
I did see your guns.
Yeah.
That makes me feel safe.
I'm not real religious either, but
You're spiritual.
That was
Yeah,
pretty bold.
Yeah.
exactly.
That was pretty bold. All right, now onwards, friends, to the
To the rodeo.
rodeo.
Take me to the rodeo.
Yeah,
That's
Wrestling.
a Rowdy Roadshow.
Rip, roaring, rowdy, roadshow, and
Can we-
wrestling.
Can
Ready,
we hear it?
Fred,
Are
Rim
people
Ride.
are people getting really excited? That's where we're like walking up. Do people? Is this a regular thing every day? They're like,
Oh,
we're good.
Is
I
it
would
indeed rowdy?
not yet. It's
Ooh.
early. It is early. So it's an interesting mix of locals and pirates and travelers. The drinks are slightly overpriced, but there is no like door cover for the show. And there is entertainment that is pretty consistent. And it's got a main hall and an upstairs, bars downstairs, bars upstairs. And then part of that sort of overlooks what is, you get the feeling this was probably a house or an old plantation at some point. And on the side of the house, there was like a livestock pen. The livestock pen has been what's converted into this like mud wrestling ring, rodeo yard, like multi-mix. On the far side, there are like some stands and stuff. And then on the far north, there's an area where like animals are brought in and out. That's like the backstage, you would think. And then people line up around the fence, just wherever else they can get a seat. So there are some people gathered up over there. Looks more like it starts with the. You can kind of look over the program. Early part of the night is like amateurs or people that wanna get into the show. People that have some skill but they're not bad enough to be funny. They're not good enough to be impressive, but it's still part of the show.
Right.
Right. There's
they're paying their dues so they can get
yeah,
on stage. because I've been
absolutely.
there.
Is there a female division?
yeah, absolutely.
I walk
Por
in and I
favor.
go, I used to do something like this once.
I'm not teaching a boy.
It was more of a circus, though, and there was a boy there. He was quite a fellow.
There's always a boy. I'm going to find wherever I sign up
Yeah.
What would you like to sign up for?
for the female wrestling.
Female wrestling. Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is
Absolutely.
there a shooting competition here?
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
tonight.
They have. It seems like they have specialty nights, but every night there's at least some wrestling. There's at least some rodeo, like bull riding, but it changes. Like they do the rodeo portion by race, so
Ooh.
they have different animals that they
That
ride.
makes sense. That makes
Halflings aren't
sense.
gonna ride a giant bull,
Bugbear.
Yeah, or you know.
I mean, not bugbear. Owlbear.
Yeah, but they
It's a
might
race.
rodeo on like a ram or something like that.
How
So
fun!
But what if I'm a 4 foot?
Oh my god.
Like, I'm just kidding. No, I take Seren into the bar and buy her a drink.
okay, yeah, she appreciates it. She drinks it slowly.
Yes. As we sit there at the bar, though, I'm going to kind of use her as like a segue.
Okay,
Does anybody at the bar recognize her and spark up conversation?
let's see. Yeah, some people do notice her, and they kind of say hi. She's not known for being at this place.
Yeah.
She's
The
more
fufa.
She's
yeah
at the other place.
yeah.
Does anybody like what I'm looking for is like someone who like sparks up a conversation, but they're looking at me like maybe I just stole something from. You know what I mean? The jealousy look.
Doesn't no, you don't get a jealousy look.
That's interesting.
Yeah, she's cute, but her aunt is probably a whole lot.
Terrifying.
Yeah. So you
Just
get
fair.
like they're it's one part sort of teasing her for getting out,
Yeah.
and one part like an odd type of pride that she's like, oh, you're at the road show and you're with a traveler.
Wow. So they're going.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. What about the bartender?
Bartenders are getting busier. They
They got time for this nonsense.
Yes, it seems to be mostly humans and half elves
Interesting.
running the bars. You think partly just functionality,
Okay.
just for like the number of casks and kegs and large, meats and drinks and shelves and bottles and all of that. Also, they cover more distance in a single step, so they're constantly going and coming. So yeah, they don't know Satur by name. She doesn't frequent here.
Okay.
So they might know her by like, oh, she's the general store girl, but they don't
Yeah.
know her as like, oh, Satur, what are you doing here?
I would like to. I know that we know that this is a place where the workers live. I would like to look for somebody who might be is like wearing a cloak and be like, "Oh man, I'm done with this day. I'm here to have a drink and watch some
Absolutely.
rodeo." Like I'm looking
Make-
for a group of friends.
Make
or-
an investigation check. Absolutely.
Okay. Investigation. Oh, +8, 16.
Yeah,
Just
you
they're
actually
off work.
find a couple of groups of people that look like that it's probably their off shift day. I don't know that they necessarily are uniformed. You can
Right.
see that there's a couple of different mixes of them. Looks like there's a group that are mages or demi mages, people that probably know a couple of spells or a couple of cantrips that assist in the casting and
Yes.
concentration of spells and those sorts of things. You also do see a couple of guards, probably a group of like 6 of them. Armor mostly undone, no helmets.
They're chilling. It's the day. off.
Yeah, they're wearing their weapon belts, but they're like a notch looser, right? They're hanging a little lower.
But they have their weapons.
They do have their weapons. The sailors that are traveling in and out of here do have their weapons as well. Nobody has anything.
There's no weapon rack at the entry.
The
not, like,
only weapons that get like confiscated,
Mhm.
you would say, would be 2-handed weapons.
Okay.
And
My
that
rifle gets confiscated on the way in.
and that's, you get like a ticket for it, and that's just for crowd purposes.
So
Okay.
just so you know, I would have disassembled a few pieces off of it so that they can't do anything with it. before I walked
Absolutely,
away.
yeah, and they seem
It's
a
good to
little.
know.
They don't honestly understand what it is.
Yeah. Well,
Yes,
just in
it's
case.
just too
I
big.
still like that's taking my baby from me. I'd be like,
Yeah,
not even. I'd be just looking him in the
Gotta
eye
break
while
the
I'm
baby's
taking
legs.
pieces.
yeah. All right.
Tis the only
Sure.
way.
Yeah, I think that's what
that's-
Solomon did.
I mean, here's the thing: if you break it down small enough and you can put it in your backpack, he'll let you keep it.
Nice.
Oh yeah. So I would just take off the stock, the barrel, and then I would just literally have
Yeah.
3 pieces and into the back.
Because the bigger issue is that when you get super long swords and axes and those sorts of things,
In the way.
and then
Yeah, yeah.
people start turning, and then they start knocking drinks over. We start fights,
Mhm.
all of those sorts of things.
Makes
So
sense.
if it's anything that can be on you but be like tight to you, then you're cool. But when like people start having stacks of arrows and longbows and like those big 2-handed things, that's when they're like, no, you gotta. We get at capacity. You gotta.
Yeah,
get that
yeah,
over.
yeah, that's a great idea.
Too much.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's good to know the
Yes.
layout of like how they
Mhm.
because I was thinking about that. I was like, it's a show where they're gonna make us take things. That's good.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
they, I've got my bag, so I put the
So
spear.
Mine would be
within the people
confiscated.
that he's now like starting to like, he's like hanging out with people, he's mingling and stuff, and everyone's probably curious about him. Do I see any symbols of like that I would recognize? Like you said, there might be pirates in the group. I think you said at the beginning you
There
meant
are,
sailors.
yeah, there are some. I meant sailors.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure you
My
meant sailors.
apologies.
It's okay. I was like pirates. Wait.
Wait.
You got a problem with pirates?
No, actually, but I'm looking for particular
Specific.
individuals
Right.
throughout my adventures. So
Mhm.
making sure I don't see any symbols that I recognize.
You can make an investigation check.
Okay.
It's the devil's twist.
Oh, right.
Nah, it's not one.
Okay.
Too wrapped in her eyes.
Oh, so cute.
I'm not
That's
using
the
her.
first halfling you've met in the game. It's
Yeah.
like Bambi. No.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Under dying in your eyes. All right.
God damn it.
Is there a dance floor in here, by the way?
There might be one later on.
Okay.
It's
It's gonna be
still
like a
early.
makeshift dance floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
you-
know if I need to put on the cow. You
It's
know,
gonna
the
be a
belt buckle.
goddamn western in here.
Get ready. I mean, I'm in a cowboy hat and a
I
duster, so
know.
I mean,
Oh, my
I
God.
know.
I'm halfway there.
Jeez.
um,
I when I make these like visual stuff, I know the mages. I know that's more of a magical thing. Yes, I use magic, but I use it through my objects.
mhm.
So, not that I'm looking specifically for an artificer, but I know artificers are helpful
Yes.
in this particular ship
Yeah. Absolutely.
atmosphere. Let's say it like that. In
Yeah,
this particular bubble,
Absolutely.
I'm not going to approach anybody, but if I see anybody like that,
Okay.
then I at least want to make note of what they look like. Who are they working with?
Sure.
Who's their friends? Like that kind of deal.
Yeah, your investigation check from what you had pieced together looks like this is more of a hangout for the
More like
entry level, lower level workers of the tower. That the people that are high level spellcasters, maybe artificers, artisans in general, people that are like ship
prestigious
designers or shipwright, like
Yeah.
those individuals or lieutenants or captains of the guard, you do not see them.
Good to know.
This is not their jam.
They don't like rodeos.
They may like it well enough, but they're not today.
They're out
Yeah.
hunting the most dangerous.
Plus, the like higher rankings would make the lower rankings feel uncomfortable drinking in front of each other. So.
Yeah, so
But good to know that this is not that place.
it's
so
not
the minimum.
Yeah, when you've got that sort of management working class distinction, they drink separately.
God, D&D talking about management. Who's in the cubicle? Like,
Mm.
we're in today. We need to know these things.
Happy Secretary's Day, everybody.
Yeah,
Yay!
Congratulations.
Is there
On
female
surviving
mud
your
wrestling
boss.
going on right now?
not right now,
Okay.
but it is
Soon.
later in the evening.
Okay.
That is so yeah, it's amateur, it's in training, mid card, purely amateur, and then the main events.
Big deals.
Yeah, so you guys got a couple of hours before that.
But not that there would be one. This would be my last thing of
Sure.
like searching. After I see all these people, I'm not obviously going to be like, "Hey." But is there any sort of tech booth? Someone who's running the show behind the scenes. They're going to light the lantern and make sure it looks great on Madeline. Like,
Yeah.
I want.
You can make an investigation check, sure.
Okay. Oh, good. 25.
Okay. Yeah, upstairs there. You don't know if it's necessarily like a tech booth that might be
Right.
behind.
That's
the
a
scenes.
strong word.
But up on the balcony area, there are some like little Magerite set aside boxes where they're probably using like a light spell or like on some hooded lanterns, and there's some people that are like running those lights, and there is an MC that
Nice.
can at least cast thaumaturgy to boost his voice
Nice.
loud enough for people to hear him. So it's just all cantrip magic, but
right.
a little bit goes a long way.
Okay.
That's right.
I'd like to take her over to wherever he is.
Okay.
We'll go walk with our drinks,
Sure.
sipping slowly, making sure to stay sober. Well, she will be. I won't be.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I've been drinking since we got off the teleporter, guys. I've literally been like from point A to point B. We still.
Listen, man, the cumulative hangover.
I don't even know how I'm
probably
standing
killed
at this point. I'm just kidding. I haven't drank that much, but I would like to while I'm walking across.
Mm-hmm.
two things I'd like to look for. I'd like to look for someone who's actually got a pistol like I do.
Okay.
So someone closely replicating, because I feel like this would be the one place I'd find someone who has firearms.
Make an investigation check.
All right. And then the second thing is I want to make sure no one is eyeballing one of us, like in particular, like literally just like staring one of us down.
Sure.
Ooh, no, that's not good. For investigation, that's just a 5.
Okay.
And then for the other, which I don't know what that would be. That's an 11 for that.
Yeah, perception.
Perception, yes. Still an 11. So.
An 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
That girl. I remember her hair.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem like anybody's eyeballing you guys terribly hard. No.
Sister
Okay,
Ruby?
Nobody with a pistol or nothing like that.
Not that you saw.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's starting to get crowded at this point.
Good.
So while you are looking at waist height, you're also, bumping into a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And even though there are a bunch of halflings in here, gnomes as well, there's also a fair number of taller people that work on ships and stuff. A lot of tourists.
Alon was with us.
Alana is with you.
He has to be. At this point, he's the only one who's actually looking for the fucking contact.
And that was why I was
Yes.
going to go up there to see if,
So
I don't know. But
around 9 p.m., the Alon does. I know you're taking a walkabout. You're looking for people. What are you two doing?
I'm waiting for wrestling.
You're just waiting for wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay. Stretching it out. Yeah.
Good call.
Noted.
Good.
I'm very sheltered, so I'm sort of just like mesmerized and taking it all in.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Around 9:30, Alon does seem to find his contact. I would like all of you guys to roll me a d20.
Oh,
14.
13.
16.
Okay. He can't find you. You're gone, as far as he knows. He's like, where did he go? Can't find him. You guys do see, you three at least are able to find Alon, or see him kind of make contact with you, and point you to one of the upstairs areas. Looks like sort of a side game table where people are. He's probably about. You can see him standing there with a half-elf individual, mainly dressed in reds and whites. His pants are white, his boots are sort of a blackish leather, but they got a red trim to them, red sash on his waist. He's got sort of a overcoat similar to Alon's, but like a floor-length duster to it, trimmed in red and white, high gloves. An interesting-looking fellow, to be sure. And the game table is one of like a sort of like a sliding, like a shuffleboard or like kind of game, but sort of a long table. Looks like different teams, and you can kind of see them bumping pucks into different holes and slots for points, things like that. As you guys are you waiting for your wrestling, or are you gonna go meet with Alon?
I mean, I'll go meet with him. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
You know wrestling time is coming up soon, and I don't want to.
Yeah, no, I can do both.
Okay.
Yeah.
you can do it.
and I was
I'm just-
standing with him, so do
Okay.
I see him walk off?
Yeah, I mean, if you're near him, you see him leave. Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna tell Satar, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Gotta go handle some business.
Sure.
If you need me, I'm with him. You'll see the tall people up there.
Okay.
When he says business, I say religious business.
Oh,
I just look at him and I go,
Okay. Yeah, she looks worried for a second, but you reassure her.
Stop
Like,
cock
okay.
blocking the man. For fuck's sake.
Head upstairs.
Okay.
What does that mean?
What?
Nothing.
Cock blocking.
You guys make your way up there. And you can see that they are, Alon is having a conversation with one of the guys that is occupying the table, who seems a little drunk. And he's raising his voice just a little bit towards Alon, and you're looking at the back of Alon's head, sort of nodding. Okay. As you guys start to get closer, you're seeing. Make perception checks.
Natural 20, so 30.
Okay.
15.
14.
That's a 6.
Okay.
What do my health I see?
You can see. You actually see two things. So, his contact, his friend,
Mhm.
Alon's friend. Alon is talking to the guy, and his hand is occasionally grabbing one of the pucks and just sort of like flicking it, and then you notice these slight nudges of like wind
Yep.
that are knocking them into the different slots.
The friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then just over the course of probably 20, 30 seconds, the table sort of and like little magic dancing lights sort of spring out of
Ding,
it.
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah,
Jackpot.
yeah, like it's like oh, looks like your game's over, friend. And he starts to sort of push them out of the way, and they're very confused for a moment, but they look at it and they take a couple of coins out of the bottom of the table and mosey on about their way.
Do they pass us on the way?
Yes. Yeah, you do see them. It's about 6 people, 4 humans, looks like maybe a half orc with them, another individual, female. Not sure if she's half elf or elven or human. She's
Doesn't matter.
humanoid. I mean, she looks.
Bendy?
No.
Well, then.
No.
Mm.
Yeah.
Not today.
Do you smell that? As they go by. Do you smell that? Must be my angle from here. You know what?
What's wrong with you, kid?
God damn. So one of the guys that he was talking to was the drunker gentleman. He got loud, but once the game won,
Once the game was over, they were like, "Wait, I thought we were," and like, "Well, it's our table now."
got it.
Right.
Oh
Mhm.
shit. Okay,
So
I would like to pull up onto the situation and just walk towards my friend Alon. And as I walk up, I'm gonna do that backwards walk. I'm just gonna make sure they'll keep going.
they seem to be.
Okay.
Yeah. Friends, this is. Oh, sorry, forgot. Lon Southern. Right. All right. Friends, this is Javen. Javen, allow me to introduce my friends. For
Co-workers.
sure, co-workers. Understood. Co-workers. For this purpose, I think that should be sufficient. Well, we were hoping we could make arrangements for, what do we think now, fellas? 3 weeks or so?
You should be right, yes.
Winds purveying. Of course. Winds purveying. Well then, I'm sure you have questions.
What is it exactly that you do?
Who else is the room empty now?
It is not, so the
Are there
room
a couple
by,
of other little
yeah,
tables like that?
yeah, the room is by no means empty, but he has gathered you in the most secluded
Sure.
of spots. And And the game, they are. You can watch them. They are playing this, this like puck game.
I'm going to stay standing sort of on the outskirts to just kind of keep an eye on the room
Sure.
and also listen for when wrestling starts.
Does
Okay.
it look like he has bodyguards somewhere posted nearby?
You can make a perception check.
I don't think he needs them.
You never know, man.
Ruby doesn't need them, but she's toting us around. So
Yeah, she doesn't. It's just 7. You're doing
No.
a good job.
Yeah, I mean, you look around. Nobody.
There.
You keep trying.
Yeah. You,
I am terrible at these roles, but I'm just asking the
Keep
logical
trying.
questions my guy would actually try. And
Yeah.
he'd be like, yeah, it looks sick here.
Absolutely. No, you look around. You don't see any. Doesn't look like Javen came with any
Anybody?
bodyguards. And definitely nobody dressed like him. You don't see any guards in uniform from the tower. Yeah, nobody around that's
So
terribly.
this guy works
imposing.
at the tower?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm hoping that's why he's wearing that outfit. Who the fuck wears white pants to a rodeo?
Javen.
Javen.
My question still stands. What is it exactly that you do?
I am. I'm one of the elementalists that work in the storm tower.
Hmm.
I specialize in the summoning of elemental forces.
Multiple. We've actually dealt with that ourselves.
Have you?
Hmm. We and then I'm go through the description of just the basics. We have a ship. That ship needed an elemental. We ended up in a plane that went, whoa, it's crazy in here. And then I don't describe the cup, but I say that we have a way of doing that.
I'm in awe of the whole story because I think that's the first time I've heard it. I'm like,
Yeah, it's crazy. It's stupid. We
Holy
were there
shit.
we were there for 2 days.
you guys are amazing.
I'm exhausted.
Oh, that sounds most impressive. Not many that travel the planes come back untouched. So, my hat's off to you.
That's all I want. A little bit of respect. No. But so Jarek is gonna like lean against the corner of the table and say, "Are you going to be able to help us?"
I can give you information. Unfortunately, I am on a tight leash of late.
But the information will assist us in what? And I kind of like look at Alon in what we need.
Absolutely.
Why are you on a tight leash of late?
Alon sort of looks over. He's like, I suspect that's my fault, given the
Damn it.
return of the phenomenal vessel.
You had one job. One job.
Is that something you suspect?
I don't know.
So
I mean, I
this-
think you'd be there for it.
Right, but you know.
I
so in my experience,
don't think it's Javen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
in my experience, I've always found that this information usually comes at a price. So I'm assuming that's what we're here to discuss as well.
Well, as a matter of fact, most of my prices have been met by Alon some time ago.
This is
However, I don't believe that my continued employment will be a long-term solution at the Storm Tower. Following this,
Do you think you can work with us after your employment is terminated?
that is the hope.
Come with me. Okay, I get that now. Is there anyone else that might be able to come with you after said employment contract has ended? Or is it just you?
I will check around. As of right now, I believe it's just myself.
I'm just worried if he has like family,
He does not.
friends.
Yes,
That's more of
for clarity's sake.
okay.
He does not.
Yeah,
Also
fuck it,
take
he's
my
fine.
sister and her babies. Like, okay, calm down.
Yeah.
Javen, slow down.
No.
Okay, thank you.
This is how you get 200 people on a fucking boat. So you gotta draw a line somewhere.
So he's just to be clear,
Yeah.
he's kind of spoken to Alon to get out, essentially.
Yeah.
After it doesn't look secure his job anymore, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Something's weird.
from the conversations, you can sort of piece together a couple of things. One, it seems like he was the guy that helped Alon steal the ship in the
first
first,
time.
place.
Mhm.
and they probably didn't know that until the ship was returned. Once the ship was returned, the evidence of him, you see what it was. There's most of these ships come with very specific attunement fail-safes. Only certain individuals can be granted access for the ability to pilot or command such an elemental ship. It's a safeguard. They are quite powerful. To put it another way, I left the reins unguarded, and Alan, one of our test pilots at the time,
Ooh, backstory.
was able to vacate the premises with it, with him and his co-pilot.
Your superiors must be stupid
And why would you say that?
because they allowed you to keep working there. They're either stupid or you are vastly underselling your skills.
I hope it's the latter.
I don't know. You played a mean game.
I know it's not the former.
Are you by any chance? I'm not quite sure in magics and how they work. But wouldn't you think that if they perhaps suspected he was a foul play towards them, that they would have you watched all the time?
There's a possibility.
Like right now.
I'm not gonna lie. My
Baby, are you here?
butthole clenched just ever so slightly now.
Baby, you here? Baby? Baby, we alone?
Make a persuasion check.
Baby! 23.
Yes.
She's doing that thing again.
Staring out into the wilderness.
Are we... Is someone watching us?
There are many people here.
Right, but I mean, like, specifically watching us.
I'm unsure. I can't see much. All I'm getting are your thoughts. You seem scared. Have I scared you?
Oh no.
Baby, you were gone for like a day! I didn't know where you were. I didn't know if you were hurt.
Don't worry, she
If you
does this
needed
all
a
the time.
snack.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage.
Don't worry, she does this all the time.
With
Somehow she
advantage.
comes back with answers at the end of it. We don't really know.
18.
Friend seems to believe you.
What? Maybe not the snack. I
Yeah,
don't know what she eats.
right.
Besides my soul.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So is someone watching us? Are we being, like, stalked?
She can't tell.
I mean, do you mean you can't tell? Like, like something shielding you?
Jumping in the air.
Well, all I'm getting is your fear. That's all I can see right now.
Right. So since I have you, are you in the sword or are you in me? Like, if something happened to the sword, heaven forfend, and it got, like, snapped in half, would you be hurt?
I don't know. Are you trying to hurt me?
No, I'm worried. It's an old sword. Like, do I need to get it fixed and like, supported or shit?
She's afraid to answer this question.
No. She goes,
Nothing.
Fair.
I'll take care of the sword.
Please don't turn it into, like, a chainsaw or something.
What is a chainsaw?
Baby, you gone?
Yeah, she's gone.
Baby. Hey. Oh, Jesus.
Do you come out of it? Oh, there she is. She's back.
She's back. I told you, it was just temporary. What is that one thing that happens to old people?
Sundowning!
They don't have an actual medical term for it now.
Sundowning! All right. Is there a drink nearby? Does someone have, like, a... I'm just grabbing it. And...
I hand her the flask. Just my
Okay.
whole flask.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Gasoline.
That's bourbon.
Who's bourbon?
Mine has
There's
flask.
some sort of, shieldy thing.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's the building or what.
So I'm going to ask again. Do you think that you are followed?
It's a possibility. Yes.
Fantastic.
Are you talking
Uh,
about shielding?
This time, now that I'm more of in an alert state and I'm
Mhm.
now aggressive, and I'm literally gonna like tap him and be like, "Look for me,
I don't
like look with me."
Okay.
I really want to look and see if anybody is, even if they are like a distance away, keeping eyes on us, or I see someone
Sure.
look like they're even spell casting.
Okay. I will take either a perception or investigation check. It is your choice.
Can you make it?
Yes.
Do not let me make it. I'm
Investigate.
literally dragging you in. I'm going, look with me.
Look for me.
With advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are doing it as a
Wait,
team.
not this one. Oof. So close. 6 plus 8, 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like anybody is.
I look downstairs. Do I see, what was her name?
Satur.
Satur. I'm going to write that down.
With a rifle in her hand.
God, please let it be her.
I set myself
You
up.
and me, I ask you for so little. Please let it be.
Satur is the baby
Double
for this
thing.
one.
She's running up the stairs.
She's gone.
Is she downstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she's downstairs.
I wave at her.
Actually, she's come upstairs.
Okay.
But you can see that she occasionally looks over at you, but she knows you're doing business. You can make an insight check if you suspect her of being nefarious.
I think it's a little weird she came upstairs, but at the same time I don't because it's getting busy down there.
And you're
I'm gonna
the
insight
only
just to
person-
insight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
that's
because
smart.
I don't trust
Yeah.
anyone at the moment. So
Yeah.
that's a natural 19, and that's it. I don't have anything else.
Yeah, it seems very much like this isn't her scene. She's nervous, and the only person that she knows around here, as creepy as they are, they went upstairs and they
Okay.
left her alone. So
I'm going to talk to her if that's all right.
To Satur.
Yeah.
Okay. As you go to like talk to her, I'm gonna go. You should find out maybe who is local and who's not local, and the ones who aren't local, maybe give them a good once over.
I'm going to reach down, grab your ears,
Mm-hmm.
and go, shh.
I like it. It's very nice.
It's all right.
Satur's not confused.
It's okay. It's just a bar.
You don't understand. I've been shot at many times.
Oh, believe me, Cupcake, I understand. I'll show you my scars later. All right, I'm going to talk to Satur, and I'm going to ask her to help me, like, punch
Yeah.
train, and
Okay.
what she thinks my wrestling name should be.
okay, sounds good.
Yeah, try to keep her calm and, like,
Distracted.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
This halfling and this giant woman. Let me help you.
So with that, I'm like, well, perfect. Don't have to worry about that now. Perhaps we should. So what is the plan from here then?
Well, I think we have a few weeks to figure out what we need to figure out and
Mhm.
and how we can help Javen help us.
Mhm.
And to be honest, to make sure that Javen stays alive for that whole time probably would be nice too. Javen, and I'm gonna lean in really close. Javen, do you need help further than what we're doing right now? Do you need someone to be an apprentice to you, maybe?
I think that might raise alarms.
Okay, no apprenticeships. Darn, I was looking for work.
Oh, you can attempt. He'll give you the hours of the Storm Tower office. Essentially,
Nice.
you can attempt to apply as an apprenticeship, but you shouldn't do it with his name on the application. So
Use
you,
Alon's.
A danger to us all.
so you can do that.
And I will make note of that. So
Yes.
whatever the next day starts,
Mhm.
yes, I'm helping with religion, but I also need work.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Javen only sticks around long enough to play one or two of the games, essentially games of pool or something along those lines.
long enough to look like he should, like he came here for a reason other than
Yeah, long enough. And what you guys put together, and he and Alon sort of speak in bits of shorthand, and Alon will translate for you. They set up a couple of places around town, this table being one of them, where where they can leave communications for each other.
Non-human?
Mm-hmm.
From what we can tell, we've never actually figured that out.
Is there a way to figure that out?
No. It's just sometimes he'll be like, he looks human, and we're like, wait, what?
Oh yeah, I know that game.
I make my way to the ringside and I
Oh, I don't know that-
hopefully hopefully find Star in One Piece.
Yeah.
Who's the coach from Rocky?
Oh,
Because that's what
yeah.
I'm picturing at this point, just tiny and
You're gonna get in there, kid.
You gotta get in there.
You're gonna stick it with the left. Haymaker with the right. Give him the big uppercut in the end.
how do you know these terms? What do you do in that
This is
store?
Secret passion. He loves this
She
shit.
wanted to be a wrestling coach.
Oh, she's my
But I
manager.
said you ain't playing that foosball, Ricky Pop.
So at one point, I do want to get after this, as we're all like getting ready to watch you.
Yes.
I want to know more about your religion for intelligence purposes, because if I'm going to be going for this job and portraying that I'm just a traveling religious, I just need a little
You
work.
might not want to advertise it, honestly.
I'm not going to, but if they
Oh,
ask me a
okay.
question, I
Uh-huh.
can answer said question.
Okay.
So that's what I would want to talk to you about. Like,
okay.
is she okay with that? Is Ruby like, okay, talk to
she'll
me?
talk about her religion all day long.
Got it. Okay.
It's like the one thing.
So you guys like
yeah,
you
it's
guys
pretty
are like
much my
perched
only-
up behind me and sit there like I now have a cigar. I found one.
Of course it's her. And then I'm like, oh, Ouija. It's like whispering.
Do I find out?
Ooh, yeah.
Can I get
I
a
am
cigar
pop
at the
locking
bar?
at
You
this
just
point.
really
Absolutely.
creep
All
her
right,
out
perfect.
now.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there, nice,
But thank you.
Yeah.
nice
So I'll write
goblet
that
full
down.
of ale. I'm just sitting there.
All right. It is your wrestling time,
All right.
Maddie. Would anybody like to put a wager on Madeline in the amateur hour mud wrestling showdown?
Oh, is it amateur hour?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my money's going on her.
I'm pretty sure this is her first. Well, I don't know.
Mud wrestling?
Professionally,
Yeah.
That's what it is.
in years.
Yeah, I'm going to
In this
put
town. Have I been here before? In
3
this town?
silver down on her to win.
Okay.
Can I know the name of her opponent?
Yeah. Her opponent's name is.
Can we see them before we place the bet?
No.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
that's not
How
what I was
very
Yo,
saying.
if you step into the ring with a Goliath and she's literally like this huge Goliath, my
I
faith
mean-
is slipping.
Are you saying that I don't know how to manipulate a woman in mud?
I'm saying it's a wrestling match,
Grapple,
and you're
grapple,
a death-based fighter.
in Faye.
Infey?
Enfei?
I will every now and then whisper, just like behind me, Infey, I hear she's terrible. And just start like,
Okay.
just little like, Infey.
I got
heard
10
she
gold.
Rolled her
10
ankle
gold
in the
on-
last
10 gold on her.
Thank
gold on
you.
Madeline.
There it is.
Don't lose that money for you.
I'll do 15 gold.
15 gold on Madeline.
God, I was so cheap. I'm like 3 silver. I'd like to sneeze.
I'm aware.
It's okay. I'm a
I require too many
regions.
regions.
My God, God damn it.
Okay.
Don't say
None of
friend.
us are her friends. I
Don't
know,
say friend.
I'll
exactly.
do 10 on me.
10 on you.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, at least I'm whispering deceptions.
You are. All right, Madeline. Let's do this.
Can I be her special ring announcer like Alberto Del Rio used to have?
Oh,
If you'd like to, sure.
Ricardo Rodriguez.
Oh my
whatever.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do thaumaturgy.
you asked
Okay.
Satur for your wrestling name, so we're not saying your real name. What is your wrestling
yeah,
name?
that's
So
a
we
good
don't say your
question.
real name.
Is it like a weird one, or does it have to be like Jessica Rogers?
A
A winner.
None of these ladies have
Using-
like a wrestling name.
Okay.
These are. Yeah, this is amateur hour.
They know what they're in for.
You could just be Loren.
Then I'll
God damn it.
fuck it. I will be Winifred Woolton Smythe.
Oh,
Okay.
That blonde
God.
bitch can suck it. All right.
Well, now she might lose on purpose.
Don't break my heart.
Up first, let me have a strength athletics check.
18.
Barely passes. Let me have a dexterity acrobatics check.
I can't wait to hear how this looks. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Not so great. 13.
That one fails.
Goodbye.
And make me a constitution check.
Ooh.
You can roll one of your hit die and add that to the total.
Ooh.
So d20 plus your con modifier
Okay.
plus a d8.
Wait, you have D8s or D10s?
How do you? Fuck your ass. I have an elven kind or cloak of protection.
Doesn't help you with this.
Okay,
You are stripped down and in the mud.
Okay, I'm just double checking.
Yeah, okay.
Do vigilante and justice help? I don't know.
Probably not. It's 14.
14. Okay, that one passes as well.
All right.
So, for those of you, anything that you guys put your bet on, you get your money back plus the same amount.
Yay.
Nice.
How did that round go? What did it look like? Tell me.
Oh, it was.
In Faye, did she roll her ankle? Is she messed up?
Well, because the only thing I did well was the strength. I feel like I definitely got her like up and down,
Yeah.
and then just like slipped on her.
Slip.
Yeah. So yeah, you outpowered her throughout most of it. You were able to take her down. You didn't pin her because she would slip out.
Yeah.
But you definitely outlasted her, and then
Stamina's important, kids.
yeah.
Finally, a
So
sex tape. Anyways.
yeah. So I say probably in the end, you probably got her in like a bear hug or something, and she like tapped out.
Just like
Yeah.
this.
She just
Nice.
couldn't breathe anymore, and she was done.
That's how I usually do.
Yeah.
How was the crowd? Did they enjoy that?
Oh, there's a very special sect of the crowd that always enjoys
Two females wrestling each other.
In mud.
in mud.
Just
Yeah,
really anyone. I would
They really enjoy amateur hour. So yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Thanks for the money.
The rest of the evening passes mostly without incident, and we're gonna start to look into these 3 weeks over a like a downtime.
Yeah, we can make rolls and stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That'll speed it up.
So,
I'm in.
I am going to.
Do I get a job?
I don't know. Do you? What would you like to do?
I'm excited.
So you guys need to pay for lodgings here, unless you're going to go back every day
No.
and travel back and forth. So what level of lifestyle would you guys like to maintain for these? We're going to say 3 weeks. I may need to adjust it later once I actually do the travel
That's
calculations.
fine.
Mm,
I'm fine with whatever cheap bar, like upstairs. They're like, we got an extra space. That's fine. A closet? Sure.
Okay.
I'm fine.
So
He does not care about that.
okay. So you can look in the player's handbook.
Cool.
There
don't
should
have
be lifestyle costs. It is
Yeah.
per day or per week, I
yeah,
think.
preferably something with a lock on the door. That's about it.
Well,
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the same stuff for like high class, low class.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That kind of
squalid. Yeah, it's going to be in the equipment area.
He's fine with a pantry. He just don't care. Put him where the spiders are.
Do they have any anti-magic places here besides the tower? Probably.
I mean, they might. There might be a bank, or there's definitely a bank in Karnberg.
Okay.
So
would you
yeah,
like to
squalid is 1 silver, poor is 2 silver, modest is 1 gold, comfortable 2 gold.
I will do poor. Personally, you guys can live wherever
What's
you
more?
want.
Is there more than comfortable?
I'm gonna stay at
Yeah,
Flawless,
then
so
wealthy
how
is
much
4
that
and
anything?
aristocratic is 10.
Flava's is probably
Modest, comfortable, wealthy.
modest.
Modest. Okay, 1 gold.
Yeah, Flavis is good. We can do. Yeah.
Okay,
One
Okay,
gold a
and
day.
then sure. Yes.
fine.
I can
With our
do
new friend nearby, you know.
nice.
that.
I would like to also tell everyone that, like a gentleman, I walked her home at the end of the evening and did not even try and kiss her.
Aw,
That sounds like a
Like that.
pussy to me.
That was only the first date, though. You've got at least 3 weeks of it.
I'm
do.
sorry, a
And
gentleman.
that's what I plan on
If
doing.
she allows it, hold on. We
A
have to ask
gentleman
her.
would
she
have at
goes
least
out one
turned
more
her
time.
over in the morning and asked for eggs. That's it. Come on.
How
So
does
2
she
weeks?
feel?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
At the minimum.
3 weeks minimum. Got it.
Says
I would-
21.
I would like to first try to get a job at the new place.
Okay.
Then, if that doesn't work, I would like to try to get a job at Hemi's. So
Okay.
one or the other. And then if I don't, I will proselytize.
You want to try to get a job at the tower? Is that what I'm understanding? First?
Yes. Even
Okay.
if it's a new entry level position, do you want me to sweep? Sure. I just want
Make a persuasion check.
cool. Oh, Daddy. Daddy wants a job. Persuasion 24.
Okay. Yeah. They hire you in as an entry level mage rite and artificer. So you can spend your day doing basic spell castings and infusings.
My name is
things like
Barry.
that. Barry. Well done,
No.
Barry.
Alan?
I don't have a last name. I'm a poor
Are
artificer.
you Barry or are you other Barry?
Barry other. Barry.
That's how you get ants.
That is how you get ants.
Otherton.
I would like you to make 3 spellcasting checks, one for each week.
That's my intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
First week is an 11.
Okay. That earns you a modest lifestyle for the week.
Nice. Oh no, that is worse. 9.
Poor lifestyle for the week.
Got it. Oh, that's cocked. Nope, that is worse. But I'm a notice.
Poor lifestyle for the week.
Yeah.
You don't make any advancement. They're like, oh, he's a decent hire. And then his work just tanks.
Plummets.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, he only wanted the job in the beginning. Now he has it. He doesn't want it.
Yeah,
Don't want it anymore.
That
that's how my boss
happens.
feels.
Does it? So, like, when he goes to apply, when you come back, I'd be like, oh, did you happen to see any, like, ground infantry or security outside?
So, make me. I'll give you an investigation check with advantage, and we'll find out what you can.
A basic layout of whatever
Yes.
I can find out. Oh, they were both 2s, kids.
Wow.
What was it again?
Investigation.
Oh, 10.
10?
Mhm.
So you don't have a lot of access, definitely not above maybe the first couple of floors of the tower. What you experience is that for surrounding the tower for about 120, 150 feet, that's about the distance from the tower to the winds, to the tornado, hurricane winds, to the storm. Anybody that comes in or out is escorted by someone with a storm key. That primary guard is at the door of the tower, and he travels about 30 feet. So at 120 feet, he presents the storm key and sort of parts part of that storm.
So
And
I got
that's
to
how
see how
people-
it works.
Yes, that's how people come in and out. Most people, it is shift work. You're there for a few days, you're off for a few days. You're there for a few days, you're off for a
Good
few
to
days.
know.
Similar to like a firefighter or something like that.
Mm.
So there
Okay.
are small lodgings for people that are staying there.
My work sucks. How are my social skills?
I'll let you make a carousing check on this. Yeah, persuasion. And
Oh, fucking A.
how much money are you putting into it?
Let me see what my persuasion. Oh, it's an 8, but it's still a 1. So I've got 100 golds.
Okay.
I'll put 100 to it.
Okay. They like you because you bring them scones in the morning and
That's why I buy people
coffee.
food.
Yeah, but
Not enough to talk to me as like friends.
I mean, they talk to you in chit chatty ways, but nothing that is extensive. What I will let you know is that the tower is about 6 stories. Let's make it 5. 5 stories, and then
And I know like the first 1 or 2
Mhm.
or 3. I think
Yeah,
there's
like 2.
2. Got it.
Yeah.
2 stories.
And when
5
do the
stories.
docks start?
The docks are on the top.
Just-
2.
Okay.
Yeah. So floor 4, floor 5. And yeah, the top of the 5th floor is the sort of loading on there.
I am good at cartography.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way that I can, on my days off, try to draw the map the best of my memory that I can, so we at least know this is a door, that's where the mops are.
Yeah.
This is the door.
Yeah,
Can I do
absolutely.
that? Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
At the minimum, we will know the first 2 floors. So
Mhm.
that's
So we
helpful.
can probably, can we get more information on the higher floors from Javen?
Yes. So we're going to do that. I would like each of you to roll me a d20. And these will represent Javen's efforts.
That was a good one.
7.
6.
2.
18.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. Javen is watched pretty closely. He doesn't have a lot of opportunities to get messages out. One of the bits of information that you guys are able to receive is that there are 2 things that you guys have to do to essentially escape with a vessel. First of all, the actual phenomenal vessel is not here. That one is out and about. Phenomenal vessel is distinct because it could contract essentially into a water boat.
Mm-hmm.
All of these vessels are purely flying elemental vessels. They do not have a discrete or incognito version of themselves.
Okay.
There are 2 things you need to do. You will need 2 big headers. Let's go with that, right? Get the ship, open the storm.
Mm-hmm.
The storm key opens a path that is not big enough for the entirety of the ship.
That's just for a body.
It's like 10, like a door.
Sure.
Right. Javen used to have access to the summoning floor,
Mm-hmm.
which is where that is controlled. He does not any longer.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to get there. You have to either force the head summoner to drop the storm,
Mm-hmm.
or somebody has to perform the magical rites necessary to drop the storm.
Do we know what those rights would be?
If Javen knows them.
Javen knew what they were. It's
They might
also
have changed it since.
it's
Could
also
change
sort of
laws.
like running. Anybody with a good arcana should be able to run it,
Okay.
right?
Me.
So that is
I didn't know if it was like a specific, like if this would be better for druids because they have stupid wind spells or something.
it's an arcana skill check is what you're looking at
Cool.
for that. The other thing that you will need to do is get the ship
Mm-hmm.
and get either you'll need to key somebody to pilot it to be able to attune to it, right? Because he can't leave it unlocked, essentially.
Mhm.
He can't leave the keys on the ship
Okay.
anymore
Like he did last time.
like he did last time. So you'll need to get the pilot or the pilot and the co-pilot for
Mhm.
whichever vessel you want to take
Mm-hmm.
and kill them.
Okay.
And then it'll kind of like factory reset,
Mm.
and whoever can.
Do we know that the death is necessary because they are linked to it?
Yes.
Or fuck. Okay.
Yes. That
I'm
is
okay.
Yeah.
that is
Everybody's usually okay with that.
right. So that is a newer addition. That was
This is the upgrade.
that's the upgraded security
That's
measure.
fair. Damn. Okay. I was
For
going to
it.
say if we can force them.
Now, the difficult part comes from that whoever is holding the storm open
Has to.
will have to find their own way out
Right.
because they can't jump on the ship. You have to
'Cause-
hold the gate open and then escape.
Okay.
But if we could force the summoner to do it, then
But if there's a way to force them to do it and not be up there to
Oh.
force them, that's a later problem. That is
Yeah.
not that is not a today problem.
Right.
We will.
So
We have time.
there are
Okay.
currently being worked on 3 ships
Okay.
for you to choose from. One of them seems to be what you would call the standard model
Mm-hmm.
of elemental airship.
Windows. No.
Yeah, no,
AC.
you got to crank it up. These are manual windows and locks.
All right.
No auto start on the little clicker, right?
All right.
What even is a clicker?
Yeah.
At this point?
So,
Standard.
it is standard air elemental, fire elemental, 2 bound elementals for lift and propulsion or maneuverability and propulsion, right? So they operate with rings. You get the feeling that particular dock is one where they are attempting to create a model and that they've been, I'll say mass producing, but it's not mass. So like rapid producing.
Sure.
That is their like, hey, the Empire wants more of these. People are commissioning these.
Phenomenal
that.
on every garage.
Yeah. The Phenomenal was its own prototype.
Do we know where it is?
You don't know where it is.
Is there a way that Javen
Javen.
can find out, or
He has tried.
Barry?
Barry's not getting up that tower that high.
Okay.
They wouldn't even let me clean it.
And Javen, so
trying.
Javen hasn't found word in the months since it's been reclaimed. Because remember, that happened last Mask that you guys
Last
gave
year.
up the Phenomenal Vessel. It's been almost a year. So it has not returned to the Storm Tower. It didn't have enough damage to need to be dry docked. So whoever has it and what they're doing with it, Javen doesn't know.
That's bullshit.
What are the other 2 options? I'm assuming they're higher functioning ships.
They are higher functioning ships. They are experimental ships.
Ooh, go on.
So,
I
yes.
have a question. You said we have to kill them and then it does a factory reset and someone else can drive. Do they need to attune to those keys?
Yes, but it is a different attunement process than an attunement slot.
Is it like an hour though?
No.
That was okay.
It is a skill check.
That's fine.
So-
okay, yeah,
So if it goes well,
sure.
a minute.
Okay.
If it goes god awful,
hmm
an hour,
Okay,
right?
okay.
But the shortest amount of time that they can probably link to the vessels
hmm
is a minute.
Cool. All right, thank you.
No, I figured that would be a question.
I wanted to
on-
ask it before we got any further and I forgot. Okay, so standard experimental.
Yes. So one of them is a multiple pilot vessel. And it involves different types of elementals. It actually has on it a earth elemental to produce and provide like armor for it and to hurl boulders. But depending on what elementals are active on it, can slow it down,
Right.
reduce its maneuverability. Like it's all sort of a trade-off
Sure.
for that one. The other one is more of a stealth vessel. Oh no, I apologize. The stealth option is on the multi-elemental ship.
Okay.
Okay. The other one is a large, like, instead of like a longboat size, this is like frigate size, like big warship size.
Ooh.
Yeah, faster than a sea-bound ship, slower than your average elemental ship, but the carrying capacity for it and its ability to hold weapons and gear and people is greater.
Is this the ship that has more pilots, or was that the other one? The stealth ship.
The other one was.
Okay. So do we know how many pilots are for this particular ship?
A singular pilot can run it like a normal ship. If you want to enact an armor piece on it, you need somebody else to pilot that.
But it
piece
has
of
that option.
Has that option.
Do we know how the stealth is achieved?
You suspect through some form of elemental magic. Probably you're not 100%.
Okay.
Can I take a guess based
Sure.
off what I know?
Yeah, make a Arcana check.
I want to get that for Yvonne's boat.
Are we stealing more than one?
No, just out of the curiosity. Arcana, that's going to be 13.
Maybe something to do with like darkness elemental or like a light bound
That makes
elemental,
sense. Okay.
something that is outside the average.
Right. When people think elemental, they think wind, fire, earth,
Right.
water.
Those are what they usually are. They're
These were the 4 elements. Awesome. Sorry.
yeah.
No, yeah.
Everything changed for the Fire Nation attack.
There it
So,
is.
Yeah.
so in my mind, I'm like, that can't be normal. How do I? So that.
So,
but at least I
something
have the thoughts on that.
yeah, something along those lines.
Okay. So that is a lot of.
Are
Thank
we-
you, Jevin, for all that information.
Are we
Javen.
stealing more than one? Or are we just taking one?
I think we have the manpower when they get here to man at least one of the 2 smaller ones.
So should we destroy the other 2 in our exit?
That is a good question. If we can get up there and find a way to destroy them, maybe.
Well, if we're
Perfect.
up there, we're stealing the ship.
Well, I'll have
Right,
you
that's
know.
where our focus should be.
But
is
I mean,
what I'm saying.
if we're there,
I'm quite the expert on things that go boom.
Okay. believe you.
For my 3 weeks,
Mhm.
I had two things I'd like to do. One, I'd
Please.
like to try and get a job as security, whatever is going back and forth in the storm
Okay.
at the front gate.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion check.
Yes,
pretty good.
Dad.
21.
Yeah, they'll
Absolutely.
hire you.
All right, perfect. I even can boast behold, and show them my sniper rifle.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Make me 3 perception checks for
Yeah.
your work.
Oh God, I'm terrible at these though.
But you're
Dexterity.
trying.
You're a guard. You're supposed to watch people.
Well, I got a natural 20, a 5, and a 3. So one day I'm just fantastic.
First week, you are great, man.
That's
Same
what we-
issue.
Yeah, and then I know the last 2 weeks you
It's these
earn
new
yourself
guys,
a
man.
poor wage.
Yeah, we get
poor lifestyle wage. The first week, I think you get a modest wage plus 25 gold pieces.
How fun.
So
Just a little bit extra there. Somebody
Yeah.
tipped you somewhere.
these new guys.
yeah, a comfortable
Yeah.
lifestyle
Ugh.
for a week plus 25 gold pieces. So you earn a little bonus there. Natural 20.
I just get enough to live. Bro.
Sick. And then on my off time, I would like to make friends with the blacksmiths.
Okay.
And does he have just blasting powder? Not even gunpowder. I'm looking for blasting powder.
Sure.
What they
Yeah.
would use in a mine or something.
Sure.
I'll buy a little bit incrementally, so nobody thinks that I'm here just to sign in a bomb and then somewhere. But buy it in small increments, even if I gotta buy it in TNT form.
Mhm.
By the cops of it all. and see
And I want to start designing with him an actual 2 good decent sized bombs.
Make me
And we should probably not do this in the center of town.
No.
Okay.
We won't.
first make me a persuasion check.
Persuasion check.
Yes.
That can help you there, friend.
That's an 8.
Okay.
Why do you need so much TNT?
Yeah, I will say you're able to buy enough explosive powder for a bomb.
A bomb. A
Yeah.
single one. That's fine.
For a single one, it's going to run you, let's say, 300 gold pieces.
That's fine.
Yeah, you can take it out of your fund or the party fund because there is.
Oh God, yes, the party fund. Take it from there, please.
Do you want me to take it?
Yeah, no,
Okay,
we
okay.
got
How
it.
much is it?
Just make
300
gold.
Is that in here?
Thank you. It's in there somewhere. Yeah. We
Excellent.
have so much money. It's stupid sometimes. We just forget.
I think that's all I really want to do aside from taking out, Sitar every once in a while
Okay.
during the
Yeah,
3
make
weeks.
a persuasion check or carousing check. And what level of are you taking her out on?
8. I'd probably take her out. Spend about 5 gold each time we went out.
Okay. All right. So a medium. Yes, you guys are friendly. But there's no spark.
No spark.
Oh,
It's just
no
dead
spark.
on the inside.
Yeah, it's fun,
that's not
but
how
it's
sparks
just not. The excitement's not there.
Cool. So is anybody during that time frame? This is the only reason. Sorry. There's
Okay.
always a secondary reason.
Sure.
During
sure.
that time, did anybody get jealous during that point in time?
Roll me a percentile.
Okay. Watch me score another 100. I'm just gonna stand up and leave at that point. No, I didn't. All right, it's just an 18.
An 18? No.
No,
Yeah.
nobody
She's a
cared.
young
All right,
girl.
so I'll just one of those days where I just it clicks. I'm gonna go. Sorry, girl.
No, and she knows it. She's feeling the same way.
Good.
She's honestly kind of relieved when you say it. She's like, "Oh God, okay."
You had guns. I was afraid.
Yeah.
You're bodyguarding a death cult. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, she didn't want to admit her aunt was right.
Oh.
So
You never do.
yeah.
Yeah.
But in the end, your aunt wasn't wrong or wasn't right because did I take advantage of it?
You did not. You were
See?
such a gentleman.
Don't be afraid to be brave. Stay up for yourself.
Yeah.
And farewell. And then I'm just. As fast as I can. I'm like, I'm leaving. This has gotten awkward enough.
God damn. Gotta go.
Brilliant. Okay. Other
So we
downtime
made a
activities.
secret bomb.
Oh, right. I need tinkering checks for the bomb.
Cool.
So this is going to be, I'm going to use a tinkering check. I'm going to use an arcana check. I'm going to use a sleight of hand check.
So 3 different.
They are
checks.
3. You guys can tell me who is going to make what.
My tool proficiency is a +9.
Your tool proficiency is better, but I'm pretty sure my sleight of hand is definitely better than yours.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'll do the
Mine
tool
is-
proficiency.
I'll do the sleight of hand and then
What was the
I
last
mean,
one?
Arcana.
Arcana.
the arcana. Yeah, I definitely can't do arcana.
I'll do both
so-
of those.
So tinkering first.
And will he get advantage for doing
Nice.
Because we're both technically.
I
tinkering.
can, the tinkering, he can have advantage.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, the arcana I can't help him with.
That's fine.
Okay.
Let's keep that one.
Yeah.
That was good. Anyway.
26.
That succeeds.
Oh, sorry, 27. It's a
Still
9.
succeeds. Next, Arcana. No advantage on Arcana.
Got it.
Oh.
Ugh, 10. Well, middle of the road. 10.
That one fails.
Yep.
101.
Okay. Sleight of hand.
So, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Because there is a design flaw in the bomb.
Always.
There is. So, most of the time, these are 2d10 plus 5. There's a d6 added to it
Okay.
for the difficulty class. Okay. What'd you get?
Ruling for sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Yes.
15.
15. Okay. How do you want the bomb to operate?
I would like for Archie to be able to press the button at a distance. So I'd be able to go, Archie, now. And he'd go, okay. Boop.
Okay.
So
And then it would immediately
like
explode or
a timed,
a time.
if possible. If that,
This is what you're designing. So
Yes.
that's why I'm asking.
I would almost argue to not put a timer on it,
okay.
just because I would rather not have the contingent of a time frame as we're trying to escape from a tower while possibly fighting people
Okay.
and trying to get a.
Well, this is
giant
why we're
record of-
tinkering
yes,
together.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
I would give
Um,
that out as
Perhaps so. If I know the grand design of these ships, would I know a soft spot
on the top of the ship where if it took a blast that hard, it would actually like crater the ship and probably break it in half.
Oh,
Or
Alon,
even
can we
on
ask
the
Alon
outside.
about
So
that?
this can be anywhere on that ship. So it could be on the bottom side or it could be on the top side.
So the ships themselves have essentially, like a regular ship,
Mhm.
have different focal points. One is the steering, one is the propulsion,
Wait.
the hull,
Sorry, go ahead.
and then any weaponry that is on them.
Okay.
You can target any of those specifically. The hull is most likely what would crumple it. The hull is also the sturdiest, has the most hit points.
Okay.
The propulsion on elemental ships, there are elemental rings, usually on the back, on the bottom, or sometimes encompassing the top, that provide the lift and the push.
Okay.
So you can cripple them that way, and they would not be able to chase you, but the ship itself would be repairable.
Okay.
Right.
So it'd still be
So-
fine to be repaired.
Similar thing to the steering of it. The ship itself wouldn't be able to pursue you, but it would be able to be repaired.
Hold on.
So
Sorry.
what I was thinking was while we're in the process, I can Michael Jackson my way out to the ship,
Mhm.
and I can attach the bomb to the hull itself.
Right. How heavy is this?
The bomb?
Mhm.
Well, that's a good question. What type of dice would you like this damage to do? D6, D8, or D10?
I'll let you decide on that.
D8.
Okay.
I'm an average
How
person.
many D8s would you like your bomb to do?
Yes.
It's an inanimate object, correct?
The ships?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No, I was just thinking elemental wise. If we put it next to an elemental that's trapped in a thing, what I said. Let's do like 6. 6 D8s sounds not as scary.
Hold on, let me look real quick. Just
That's about a fireball.
yeah, that's what I
No,
was
so
about
I
to
need
say.
way more than that. Inanimate object, though. That's hard. It's about a fireball. I need more than
Can we
that.
do 10d8?
You can. This is your design.
Yes.
10d8.
Okay.
That's roughly 80 damage if we max out on it.
My only question is, how are we setting it off? Are you thinking of shooting it?
Yes.
Okay.
And that way, once we're moving away, I can take the shot while we're in the process. And at worst, if I miss, I can disembark the ship and shoot it down and
Right.
still have my accuracy at that point. I have more
Right.
shots. And
Okay.
then I can get back to the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
And then for the third one, we can just dismantle it to where it doesn't move. Whichever the third one we don't choose. One of us can run into
The
it.
ship.
Yes, just
Yeah.
dismantle it. We won't be able to break it apart, of course, but
Well, here's the deal. Killing the pilots regardless is going to be...
Well, you guys think about that.
Yes.
I want to see what they're up to.
yes.
Ruby, what are you doing for your 3 weeks?
I'd like to work with Hemi on getting us as many healing potions as I can. I have medicine, but I don't like make potions.
You don't have an herbalism kit?
No.
That's what you need. Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Very specific.
In that case, could I like apprentice under Hemi for a few weeks and try to learn that kind of stuff?
Yeah. What is you want to learn the skill or you want to
I
work?
just want to make sure they
I wanna
can't
work.
chase and
Okay.
I guess I'll
they
work.
get crooked
Okay.
at the end.
Mhm.
Make me 3 medicine checks.
They're not going to have extra keys.
Yeah.
They should. Why would you have an extra key to your car?
So 25,
Instead of using the bottom of the ships,
15,
we use it on the top floor.
10.
Okay. So 25 is going to be a comfortable lifestyle plus 25 gold pieces. The 15, I believe, is just a comfortable lifestyle. And then the 10 is a poor lifestyle for a week.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. Thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
I was really enraptured by the female mud wrestling, and I want to go to that like all the time.
Okay.
Quietly,
We
it's
need to be the floor for that.
Okay.
Wait.
To the female mud wrestling you go.
Okay.
And for that one,
Madeline.
Oh, I would like to do the
You
female
just have the
mud
robot.
wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
It's over.
if at all
Don't
possible
just need a
during
time,
the
just
day, I'd like to spend time with Sutter,
Suture.
whatever. I
Mhm.
keep thinking suture, and her aunt
Okay.
to get the aunt to like me a little bit
Okay.
and have Suture be my manager.
Oh my
Okay.
God, I'm dying.
the wrestling career begins.
Make a persuasion check.
It's all right. It's me. I'm a grown ass woman.
Oh, also, you
Couldn't-
said they have shooting competitions there.
Yes.
I would have liked to have gotten into that.
24.
We got it. You
There's
did a
a lot
bunch of
happening
other
there.
downtime stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
so.
yeah, yeah.
24.
24. Ooh. She does not agree the first week.
All right.
All right. You want to try for the second week?
Yeah.
What is it?
16.
No, not for the second week.
Okay, let's try the third week.
All right.
Your face. I mean, if you can, if you want to. 17.
No. So she has a +6 to stubbornness. She rolled a 12, a 10, and like an 18 on the first
Damn.
one.
Jeez.
So,
All right.
I guess I should have warned you. I broke up with her.
Is it
Well,
breaking up?
that's the aunt.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
But that just
So
means she hates us more now.
let's do this in. Let's just do this as one for the whole 3.
Sure.
Cool. Give me strength athletics, please.
Fuck you, 11. I'm doing so well.
That one fails. Acrobatics, dexterity acrobatics,
23.
success,
Excuse me,
And-
22.
still success. Constitution plus D8.
8.
8. Okay, that one fails. But each week you go in there, you do win some matches, you lose some matches. Some matches you're mad about losing,
Mhm.
some matches you're not. You get 50 gold pieces a week. So there you go.
Okay, so I would like to check in something with you really quick.
Please.
With magical tinkering, I have the ability to put some messages and stuff. I can put visual effects on things.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way that I could find a way, and I can test it on a smaller, like, little thing,
Mm-hmm.
to, with my knowledge of Arcana, set off something through that effect? So, for example, whenever you're tapped by a creature, this one's a little more obvious. The object emits a recorded message. So if it was like a vocal component,
Sure.
Obviously that one's a little more random, so I wouldn't want to use that on a bomb. Anybody can
Mhm.
touch it whenever they want. The
Right.
bomb will explode now. But there is another one that says. Sorry, I just wanted to bring it up
Please,
because
please,
these are
yeah.
weird new abilities that
Yeah,
I
Tell
don't.
me what you got.
I might have something that could work. A static visual effect appears on one of the object's surfaces. This effect can be a picture, up to 25 words of text, lines, or shapes, and it could be a mixture of these elements. So if there was like, normally when I would write out a spell with my tinkering stuff, this is what I use to create acid. This is what I use to create poison. This is so. I'm curious if that's something
That strikes me more as an illusion
Okay,
Um,
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
rather than an actual. It's not
Like
flint and
something.
steel striking.
right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Um,
I just wanted to see if that was something that I
Yeah.
should like consider.
something else you may want to look into is the glyph of warding spell. That is a spell that you can set up to have conditions to set off explosions and things like that. So you may want to find somebody that can cast glyph of warding onto your makeshift explosive device.
I'm checking the spells because I don't know them that well.
Yeah,
I do
absolutely.
not personally.
I would like to talk to.
Oh, that's level 3. I'm not level 3
To
yet.
Javen.
Yeah.
Javen is just passing messages. You
Okay.
can talk to Alon and he might know the answer, but
Later.
it's not
Okay.
guaranteed.
I'd still
This
talk to
is-
whoever.
Yeah, absolutely.
I go, so we've been discussing whether to blow the ship up. Whichever one we don't use, that way they are crippled slightly.
Right.
They don't give chase, and we also, take a strike at them as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then we came across just that perhaps we're aiming at the wrong thing with the bomb.
All right.
How would you feel if we blew up the top of the tower? That's the proper way to say it. I'm not a good man at grammar, just good at blowing stuff up.
So you're saying blow up where they control the storm?
Correct.
It's a possibility.
Yes.
I mean, make exiting a lot easier if it worked out.
It would also stop them from being able to dock the ships and doing repairs.
True. We'd have to also see what it would. We could still be pursued by the other ships, though.
Right. That's the bigger problem. Is the
Well, being pursued, but if they have no captains or anyone to drive the boats, which is the plan in the first place,
Right.
then there's nothing to pursue because they can't do anything.
Well, then we have to hunt down 4 more captains.
Oh, see, that's what I was getting at. Is that
And-
there's 4 others.
Once
There's-
they're dead anyway, then it goes to the factory reset, like you said, and then anyone could drive them.
Right.
Hmm.
So, well, that's what we're operating under. I believe that's the case.
What if we just
They're-
hamstring the captains for the other boats so they can't?
Capture them in some way, lock them up, something
Mhm.
like that. I mean, that
Or literally hamstring. I'm a big fan of that. But
that might be more effective. Being able to keep them from getting to the ships.
Mhm.
Can
If you
we
blew up
s-
the top of the tower, though, wouldn't that mean that they can't actually board the ship? Because that's where they're docked at, correct?
Their top. So the tower. There are 3 docks.
Mm,
The main one on the top, which is where the supersized one is. And then on the east side is where the 4 elemental one is. On the west side is where the standard is. And those are a floor down.
Yes.
You don't know where the elemental room is, where the
Right.
portal room, essentially.
unfortunately.
So it's not necessarily the very top to
Hmm.
blow up. It's going to be one of those. It's probably
So we need to probably blow up the middle of it.
Yeah.
Just to be really secure.
The other option that I was thinking about is whether or not we should steal the keys away. If we know that they hold them all the time, then
It's
No
so there's
reason to steal
no
the
there's
keys.
no like physical key.
It's them being
It's
touched.
them.
fuck.
It's their.
Whoever signs up for this is signed up until we can find a way to turn that off. Sorry.
They can
I was thinking about it.
choose to unattune to it, like
Well, that's good.
which is what Alon and Fury had to do.
But the way you carjack it is kill them.
Yeah, because they won't.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Why would they? I mean, I
I
get
don't know. They have kids?
you're not sure.
Shit.
So then perhaps we make a bomb. We make the bomb with a slight timer, not a long one, not one complicated.
Okay.
Once we finish everything, that's when we set the bomb.
Okay.
You are just hard on this bomb.
I want to make sure that this tower doesn't exist when we leave.
Yes. Do we want to put the bomb on the tower itself in a place that we're not sure about, or do we want to put it on a ship that we're not going to take?
Why don't we leave it to the group? What do you think we should
I mean, it's not getting done today, so that's a later problem.
Mhm.
We have a lot of later problems to discuss.
But I have the bomb now.
This is bombing.
No, no.
Have you not met bombing?
I'm so sorry, Bommy. Yes, nice to see
Listen, I have very limited things I can contribute to this group. Bombing is
Bombing.
one of them.
you. That's not true. I think.
Tragic Tales as well. And the Salt Box.
Let me big picture long this for a moment.
Perfect.
If we actually get this right, not just this whole thing, and we fix the Emperor, and in theory, people would like to go back home to Sanctum, yes?
Mm.
Yeah, in theory.
And go back to your temple.
Hmm.
But then we'd still be something of a part of the Empire, yes?
Yes, but the Empire wouldn't be corrupt anymore.
Right. Does it not then stand, though, that it might be a little bit easier to buy our way back into the Empire if we were just, I don't know, necessary thieves as opposed to domestic terrorists blowing up shit behind us that just because it's
I would
there
like to
and
think
we
it's
don't
more
need
of like
it?
privatized terrorism because we're not attacking the citizens.
I feel like you're focusing on the wrong word in that sentence. To be fair, but I listen. I want you to blow up everything your little heart desires, everything, all of it. However, we could use it later.
The tower or the ship?
The bomb.
All three. There are other things that are going to need exploding,
Mm-hmm.
like a floating prison.
We could also
That's
use the
a
bomb as
very
a
good
distraction.
point.
There is that.
I'm willing to use this whatever we need to. We don't even have to. I just like options.
Listen, and I'm all about the options. But maybe we don't have to destroy the entire tower to get the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Are we concerned about one of the other boats following us?
Yes. I think if we take the captains for the other boats, tie them up, put them in one of the bank vaults in Cromdon?
Cromberg?
This,
Kronberg?
Yeah. The
Yeah,
city that's farther
Kronberg.
away.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
take them at least a day to get out, get to us.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It's not the worst idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that tactic, which I like because I don't really want to kill anybody if I can avoid it.
Oh, but we're going to have to.
It's
Oh.
so much
Like,
fun.
so-
My friend, 2 of them are dying for sure.
So
But
many people.
now I know that they can unattune it.
Well, actually, to be fair, and this is
They can unattune it. So if we
this
can
is-
force
this
them
is-
to just be like, "Yo, you're gonna die," scare them. What is it?
intimidation.
Intimidate them.
Intimidate them.
I won't
Maybe
lie.
they
I
won't
actually
be.
have an ability that really amplifies that. Would you like to see that ability? I pull out the salt box. I literally have an ability that like amplifies my intimidation. I have a 9 in intimidation, and I also have it get advantage on it immediately if I pull the trigger on the gun.
Because just base, I'm at 11.
So that just the sound.
I'm at 11 just based
Yeah,
intimidation.
well, both of us at the same time.
just kicking the door like
They're just like rapier to the throat. Rapier's literally sitting there, and then the other one's just like, it's like, you're next.
Give me the keys. Give me the keys to the fine car.
I feel like we could just honestly just have them drive it at that point. Like, hey, you're
That's
driving
right.
this Happy Mobile out of here.
So we've got like 4 different possibilities.
All right.
And while we plan all this,
Yeah.
this is not how any of this is
I'm
going to
still fine
go.
with killing
And it's
them.
going to go all to shit when we try.
All right. No,
You're
I'm
fine
not
with
trying
that.
to take anything away from you, Josh. I'm
Thank
not trying
you.
to take away any blowing up, and I'm not trying to take away the peaceful option. I'm sorry, but I had to give you something. You know, we've been doing that this whole time, just kicking doors in and blowing shit up, and it's gotten us here. But
Stealing
fuck
shit.
all.
We're pretty close. I mean,
No, I
realistically.
mean, it's gotten us here without a house, without an island, without any money or
Oh.
any support. I think perhaps we should be maybe, and I really hate to say this because I know that this is coming from me. Maybe a little bit smarter going in to things.
Don't be upset.
I'm
It's
not.
quite all right.
Why do you think I got a job at the place to?
I know both of you.
Same.
We did
I
our
got a
best.
job, just not that job.
I actually have our way in at this point.
I made the most money out of all of us.
I technically have the keys to the place at this point. I can get in.
And we have the one storm key,
Yes.
You-
which will open a door.
You have a storm key so that you do not. Now that you have a job, I suppose those of you with jobs could already be inside.
Right.
But you needed something because you got to march at least 20 sailors, pirates,
in
in.
through, right?
and the guard doesn't have to let anybody in,
Mm-hmm.
right? But you have the way to walk up to that hurricane
Mm-hmm.
and open a door to walk people in.
So it's really based off his shift.
But
What time
I'm
of day are
also
you
a
there?
Guard now, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
That's what we're saying. Like,
Yeah.
and that's not a bad thing.
You don't have this. You don't operate the storm key, but what you do have is you have a like a sending stone.
Yeah.
You're part of. You said you wanted to be part of like the perimeter guard.
Yeah. Also, I want to try and work my way to like
walking back and forth eventually.
Yeah, I would love that, but your checks were not good. So
Yeah.
That 20, that was it.
and that was the first week. That was great, but
Looks like he could get a nope.
yeah, you were
get a promotion. No.
So, but you do have like a speaking stone to communicate with the key guard.
So I could end up tricking the key guard.
You
into-
could.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you could do that on one side.
There
and then
is, like,
we
a
could sneak them
schedule.
in from the other
Yeah.
side
Hmm.
but yeah,
too.
so a
we
little
could-
a little persuasion, a little deception. You could trick him
Mhm.
into opening.
Now, in theory,
Yes.
because we have a flyer
Mm-hmm.
and we have a tiny flying device.
Mm-hmm.
If necessary, whoever's fucking with the wind mage
Mm-hmm.
could fly away and get on the ship
Yeah. You
fast enough. Obviously with checks and shit, but
as long as the wind wall didn't come back up, because you don't want to try to fly through that hurricane wind.
That's something to keep in mind too.
But yeah, if it was down permanently or for whatever reason, if you were confident that it was not going to pop back up on you,
Mhm.
they could just fly away from the tower.
This is-
Absolutely.
The easiest way to do this is just bomb the base, drop the whole tower, and then go.
Right, but that was domestic terrorism.
No, exactly.
Once again, we've returned to
Bobby.
Privatized terrorism.
Again, we're focusing on the wrong word in that sentence, so we need to nitpick the power.
See, you say potato, and I say
Bomb.
Is there any way, now that I have a job and I'm doing real shitty, is there any? Sorry about it. I'm trying. I really am. Is there any way that I can try to? Because we're still talking about it.
Yeah.
So maybe the next day I bring extra scones. Maybe the extra I bring
Sure.
just to see if I could
Work your way up.
just even a day, like even help the dude carry the thing one time,
Do they
Just
want
so I can
tickets to mud wrestling?
like
I'll
that
give
kind
them
of.
signed copies.
Because now that I know, oh, maybe I should work harder. I don't know.
Okay.
Just one more day of like,
You guys can extend this timeline however you want to do it. So, but what I will say is
it's
that
just Javen's job security right now is freaking me out. Lol.
Oh no, he's fine. He's been fine this whole time.
Here's the thing: Javen is apparently necessary.
Yeah, right. They keeping him there
They
for a
keep
reason.
him for a reason. You also, this has been almost a year, so it may have been much stricter a year ago,
Mm,
Right.
Okay, I see.
or maybe it's not. You're not sure. He also, you get the feeling he has actually pretty limited shore leave.
Mhm.
And he doesn't, for whatever cautionary reason, he does not hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
And none of the information you guys get is, it's very much like he'll leave a little stone, and if
He'll like
Alon touches it, it
it'll
will
light something up. That's
yeah.
smart. Yeah,
It
that's
is.
helpful.
It is like dead drops and very
Mhm.
much espionage kind of trades of information. So
I would, if you guys don't mind, would like to at least one more week. It's up to you guys. Obviously, I won't keep us here forever. In that week, what I would do is try my best to help one more floor at least.
okay,
Get a map in.
sure,
That's what I would do
sure.
with that 1 week.
Okay.
I'm working another week, so I might as well go for it. You know,
Okay, what is what
We won't
ultimately
hold
what
it
is
forever if you guys don't want
I
to.
want that key.
you want to be in charge of the key.
At least get another key in instead of having to use the sending.
I got
That
you.
makes sense.
So we'll do that. We're gonna do it as a three skill test.
Okay.
See if we can get you that promotion.
Okay.
One is just gonna be basic work. That's gonna be a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. Another one, hold on. I'm gonna tell you what they are.
Yeah.
Another one is gonna be a persuasion check as you try to convince whoever is your superior to give you that promotion. Third one's gonna be a deception check as you try to convince them that whoever has the key doesn't deserve that promotion.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's start with step 1. Just your basic job.
That's a 6.
Okay.
I don't know how work works.
Not great. But step 2, persuasion.
That's a 9.
You have so many other dice.
I'm about to use another one.
So because you bombed that first one, I was re-rolling ones. I got 4 ones in a row on this dice.
Well,
But it ended up with not a terribly high DC. What was your persuasion check?
It was a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Okay. And deception check.
Better.
Oh, way better. That's a 19.
Okay. The deception check passes, but they don't promote you. They promote somebody that's been there a little longer.
Yeah.
And now Narend hates you. You got him demoted. So he eyeballs you hard.
Orange, gosh,
Just
sorry,
like,
I'm demoted.
look at him. Tip the hat. Kill him. Kill him with a Disney smile.
There it is. You.
Yes, Dad? I was scared by that.
Let's get a spellcasting check.
This one.
Yep. And then we'll do a persuasion and we'll do persuasion and deception same way. Okay.
Okay. Spellcasting check is just intelligence.
And just intelligence.
Okay.
Yep.
17.
Nice. Pass. Persuasion.
Oh, 17 plus persuasion. Oh, plus 7.
Nice.
24.
Absolutely.
Nice.
And deception.
Oh, plus 7. 14?
14. 14 falls shy. But overall, you did pass. 2 out of 3 gets you up 1 more floor.
Okay.
So yeah, the first floor is where they have the lodgings, as well as just sort of like communal living areas, some like guard stuff, those sorts of things. Second floor is where they do basic alchemical construction pieces, which is what you've been working on. It's just like infusing the wood and the iron and things with minor enchantments and stuff to make them lighter, to just little pieces that the ship needs.
Can I make
essentially.
note of anything that might be new to me?
Sure.
Okay.
The third floor is part of like the management and design floor.
Ooh,
This
I want
is
that.
yeah. So you're given access to it as part of like you can work through there because on the fourth you're actually allowed to get up on the 4th floor where because the 3rd floor is like you don't stop on the 3rd floor.
No.
People that are in charge live on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
You get to go up to the 4th floor and start installing basic pieces on the basic ship. You aren't given.
But I can at least walk on the basic ship.
You can walk
Start
on the
looking
basic
around.
ship. Yes, you aren't given any access to the experimental ships, but the basic one. Yes.
Minimum.
Listen,
Yeah. Good. That is super helpful.
Yeah.
I'm happy I worked. I was like, I should probably get to work. We should probably do better.
Another week for you guys. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll keep working with Emmy.
Okay, let's do it.
Thank you, ladies, for allowing us to push one more week.
oh, you're
One
welcome.
medicine
We are magnanimous.
I'm Megan.
One more week to get the aunt to love you.
22.
22. Yeah, that is a
Save her like those Korean shows where she like falls in your arms.
that is a what is it? Comfortable week plus
Yeah.
25.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Maddie.
During my wrestling,
Mhm.
do I notice any workers from the tower?
Yeah, there are plenty of them that come through there.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Can I tell if any of them are higher physical level than others, or
Make a investigation check.
17?
This place is mostly for working class guys, at least the ones that are going to come in and watch like amateur hour
Mm-hmm.
for mud wrestling. You think there might be a night that some of the designers come through.
Mm-hmm.
You think they do like a probably once a month or every couple of weeks they do a like robot battle.
Smurf, yeah. Okay.
Whoa.
So that's probably a hobby for the like artificers and
Oh my
for,
God,
for
that's
the
so
engineers.
Oh.
Fucking, I love
You see
it.
us there every time too. We're just like,
What the fuck are you doing?
Battle.
Any of the security guys?
You see the security guys there often. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I try to seduce one of them?
Okay.
Security lady.
Make a
I do dudes.
Oh, two
If
for
I
one
have to.
special.
Hmm.
There might be a lady there.
yeah.
We're
Roll
about to find
a
out.
tell you what, roll a persuasion check.
13.
Okay. Sure. 13 is exactly what you needed.
Nice.
6 plus 2 plus 5.
Nice.
Okay. 2 plus 1 plus.
Yep. So yes, you are able to seduce one of the guards. There's a female guard.
Okay, sure.
So yeah, absolutely.
All right.
What would you like to accomplish through this effort?
See if it's one of the ones that has a key
A storm key?
or has access to the keys.
She is not one that has access to the storm key. So the one that currently, there are a couple of people that hold access to the storm keys.
Mm-hmm.
That is Vazan,
Mm-hmm.
Making a hit list.
Jobar,
Mm-hmm.
Lanet,
Mm-hmm.
and
Keith.
Delos.
Okay.
The shifts that they work, they mix it up, but essentially, the four of them end up kind of splitting days. You notice that nothing comes or goes at night, so it is just proper hours.
Okay.
The operation of the storm key has the potential to be draining, so that is why there's usually two of them on shift.
Okay. Okay.
Good info.
I know we've got home slice on the inside, but if we can have just some more emotional leverage
Mm-hmm.
when the time is
come walk up
comes.
while she's like prowling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what are you doing here? Oh, you see the guy.
Drunk ass halfling.
I just ended my shift.
And now my shift is ended.
And now the watch is over.
The
Nice.
watch is never over.
Oh God, is friend mad at me because I fucked a girl or
I
someone?
mean, was she
Did you
watching?
sleep with him?
I'm assuming.
You look. Sometimes when people go like this, brushing that ear just with the hair back is seduction. You don't have to like. put
I'm
it in there.
aware.
God damn it.
She uses her whole body.
I'm an artist. I'm a dancer, and a dancer dances.
God
Well, can I don't know, and like while we're smoking cigarettes afterwards,
Oh,
can I
God
check
damn it.
in with friends?
Okay.
This was really good for me. Hello.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, 25.
You don't hear anything.
Bad though.
Right.
She's not yelling.
Right.
Oh God, this is the worst. At least she's not throwing things.
You can't sexually touch your lady bits. You got needs, you know?
Yeah, but she got mad because Lorvos was inside. He was in her special place.
Yeah, that's your brain.
He wasn't in my brain.
He was in your bloodstream, but he was talking to you though.
So, and he was
It's
in
like
he was,
in your head.
he was
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know, helping her. We shouldn't help her understand.
No, because there's no way to fucking understand, man.
You won't know
done.
until you
Man,
ask for
you
help.
know what it is? You know what it is? It's fine. It's fine. That's what it is. How are you, babe? How was your day? fine, not fine, not fine.
You're in danger. I'm in danger.
I can ask everybody. She said she's fine. Yeah, she's probably fine. She said she's fine. Run, bitch. There is no way I know what this thing is thinking.
I love it.
I hate it. It's awesome. It's really awesome.
I see it. I see it on the outside. It's great. I don't want to see it on the inside. I
When
don't
it's
want
not happening to you, it's fun.
all the control right here. He knows.
When did I hurt you, Cody? What am I paying for?
Nothing.
I just like when
okay.
secret abilities come out, and you're like, "Oh, by the way, you also did this thing." Well, I'm sorry, what?
Well, she doesn't
She helped
seem
me
to
with
be
what?
mad about me
Okay.
getting laid, so that's okay.
Mm.
Phew. That was
Okay.
one of Chief's fears.
Well, I think we got as much info as we're gonna get, kids.
I think we.
I draw a map.
Right.
I say it out loud.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
happened.
I'm drawing a map.
Yeah.
Cartographer skills.
I think we give this to the Discord and give it to everyone else. And
Yeah. I think reach out to the other players.
Mhm.
And I think I think the heist definitely on Monday.
Oof.
And I think that's going to be a fun thing, big thing. And then Wednesday, any sort of fallout or follow up from the heist, or if you need to two team the heist,
Ooh.
part 1
Sorry.
and part 2. But I think this is a good finale, and I think we're going to hit a milestone here. Maybe catch a level after this.
Hopefully, or we all die. One of the two.
Meh.
That's a level.
That is
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's the ultimate level.
true. Yeah.
That's the last level. For her, that's when she
Yeah.
reaches new heights.
She
Yeah.
she ascends literally.
Cool.
Awesome, guys. It is early. It's 10:45.
We did it.
Yeah, but that's not
But-
enough time to heist
Yeah.
the boat.
No, it's not. It's not enough time to heist the boat, and I think forcing a combat here for no reason is.
I mean, I can stop when you
Silly.
want to go back
Yeah,
to the
I
ball real
mean-
quick.
Sitar's on comes out with the
This
fucking
This is
mace.
domestic terrorist.
We're focusing on the wrong
I would, however, before we end, like
Please.
to leave a message for Guthrie before he comes back. Because
Okay.
if he comes back in, and explain to him that we have the bomb.
Yes.
And this way, it's like a
.com.
message between me and him.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And make sure that he knows to come here.
I think one of the great things that you guys can do if you want to communicate between characters in character, you can do this on the show or on the Discord. There's a letters section.
It's something logs. It's adventure logs.
Adventure logs.
Adventure
Okay.
logs. So that's where a lot of players would either send correspondence back and forth between each other.
Mhm.
So if there's any sort of notes that you want to leave there, or you have last words or wishes, like I know when Cleater passed, he had a
Oh,
gumbo recipe on him or something
Oh,
along those
goodness.
lines. So that's a fun way. It also gives something that our subscribers and patrons, everybody that has access to the Discord, they get a little bit more character building, a little more behind the scenes stuff. So if you are interested in participating in that way, that is fantastic.
it's good
If
to go
not-
through and read and look at some of them because they're not that long.
Yeah.
And some people would write scenes between each other.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So
I
that
just want to
is-
make sure he comes to the wrestling rodeo because it
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
right up his alley.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to destroy this whole town
Right.
because
Wrestling road. Yeah.
wrestling rodeo.
Yeah.
Mud wrestling and there's gunslinging.
The
And-
eight
Come on,
Mars.
man.
Who said I wanted to destroy the city? I just want to destroy the tower 2 days ride up
Are
north.
you hearing it? Are you hearing it though? I just want to make sure you're hearing it.
I want to destroy the
their
tower.
livelihood.
Oh, true. They do all work here. God damn.
Oh, except for Suitor.
10th
Suitor?
of whatever
Satur.
this new month
Satur.
is.
My good friend.
Satur.
Satur.
10th of whatever month we are in now. Dusk into
Mask.
Oh
You're-
shit! It's mask time.
Yep.
Halloween
Almost.
is coming soon.
I'd have to check the calendar to see
Oh, yeah, 'cause
what
Geese
night
Gary's
mask
coming.
actually is. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, their Halloween is the
Third.
darkest. It's either the first or the last day from
Yeah,
what
one of the two.
we figured out. It is the darkest night of the month, the one in which the most moons are new.
4, 5. There are 5 of them, so it could be
There are
any
5. Yep.
5 moons on this planet. Okay,
Mhm.
sorry. 10th of Mask, everyone. Woo! That's where we end it.
That sounds.
Or start our new day. We ended it on the 9th.
If
Yeah.
that's the case, we can start season 2 with Halloween.
Potentially.
What a gift. Smashing
Wait,
pumpkins,
so I have
goddamn.
a question.
Yes.
Season 2, these same characters, or are we jumping at
So
different
same characters.
Good.
The idea is that this first stretch we were doing much more of the player driven West Marches.
characters?
So literally it was just a map, and wherever the players wanted to go, you guys could go, which was fun for exploration, fun for world building, not great for story continuity.
It was a little confusing.
What we have built.
But you guys have very specific focuses now, and I would like to start to compile those into story arcs.
Cool.
So maybe less of like season, more of like chapter, right?
Sure.
Or arc, right? So instead of having to look up episode 3, episode 13, episode 15, 16, 17, 24, and 29 for everything that is at like Havoc's Luck, right? Where it's like, I don't, you never knew, there was never a good idea of like what people were doing, right? Since you've been here, we've been very focused.
Yeah, it
comparatively.
seemed very linear since I've been here. So I mean, I don't know the days of when it
Right,
wasn't.
yeah. You missed those days.
Yeah.
So
Sweet summer child.
There would be days where I would be over here, but I could not do anything because they had done something right here. So I had to go all the way over here and be like, it's been 2 months. I have
Right.
all this downtime. What did I
You
do?
learn them
It's a little
languages, though.
confusing.
Yeah.
You learn things.
So downtime
sail a
is
ship now.
downtime is still going to be applicable to,
But it's
to
not
a
as
certain extent,
Detrimental to the story.
right? And it's less about the. I don't think the downtime necessarily was detrimental to the story.
No, I mean
I think
the
it was
skipping.
The it was the.
What was I really doing for 2 months?
We're all focused on the same mission
Mhm,
at this
mhm.
point, and that's great.
Yes.
And so that's why I want to compile those into the story arcs, into like the seasons or the chapters or whatever we want to call them. That way, new members can come in and be like, "Where do I start?" And we go right here, and they go, "Fantastic." And
That's a
it's also good for new players too. You guys have had a much more linear jump in point.
Yeah.
So
You're wanting to integrate a little bit more backstory and discovery, like perhaps finding out if her sword's going to kill her one day or not. You know,
Right.
that'd probably be a good thing.
Not if. When.
And we had a lot of opportunities, and we did pretty good about weaving people's backstories in. Like, I know you've discovered many things about Weejas
Yeah.
in the process. Other people have had opportunities to go on their own personal quests and do some of those things. And those will continue to weave in stuff with like the Devil's Twist and the Venom's Bite, all of those sorts of organizations and groups. But it's going to be all in service of our greater goals.
Got it.
Me and Jacqueline have a manhunt to go on together.
Yeah.
God, my body is so ready for that. Jeez. Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So,
Me and Jacqueline are like, and she's just like, clang, clang, let's go.
We're all gonna be here that night. No one's gonna play. We're just gonna sit
Yeah.
on the side of the pup. And we're like, yes.
yes, let them go.
Ugh, I
let
can
them,
only
let
get
me,
so
let
erect.
them fly.
Yeah.
Like, now this is demand. You're still looking at the
Private size. This is
I have a 0 in intelligence. Shut up.
All right, guys. Well, I had a great night. Thank you guys for playing. Thank you guys for hanging out. A little bit of an RP session, a lot of planning. I think you guys got a ton of great information.
We all got
And
jobs.
yeah, and I think this
Yeah.
is going to be awesome.
Tired.
A great heist for our 100th episode, and maybe the 101st, and then after that, we will name it. You guys will probably pick a one of Hal's Victors and
Phenomenal bomb. It's already done.
phenomenal bomb.
4 H's.
Yeah, 12 R's.
The 12 hours.
God
That's
damn it.
right. Yeehaw, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna say goodnight. Tomorrow night, again, if you guys are in the Orlando area, check out Barnes & Noble on Sand Lake. Caitlin Bellamy has her book signing. Some of the team is going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then we're back Friday night. We're doing Shakespeare and Spectre Spear.
And
Fierce
Shakespeare.
Spears.
Shake Specters.
Shake Specters. That's
Ooh.
I
better.
don't hate that.
No, it's yeah. And then we've got Gloomhaven on Saturday. So if anybody's free on Saturday, come check out Gloomhaven. We will see you guys next time. But until then, be cool.